Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go. Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins ball. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fight. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go.
How's it going, guys? I am, of course, Dr. Delay, and I am ready for some Steelers football as the Bengals come to town. Of course, take on our very own Steelers. The Bengals 3-6. Of course, the Steelers 5-4. The Steelers have just found themselves on the opposite end of the scoreboard a lot as of late. Not for the Colts, though. They can beat the Colts, but they can't beat actual tough teams, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's been a rough road for the Steelers as of late. Let's start off with the Bengals, of course. The Bengals, of course, started off 2-0. Of course, those were with Joe Burrow. Cleveland winning 17-16. And then, of course, Burrow goes out in Jacksonville. And they still hold on to win. Despite Jake Browning throwing 3 picks, they win 31-27. Then everything kind of went crazy. Not so great for the Bengals, losing to the Vikings 48-10. Lost to the Broncos 28-3. Lost to the Lions 37-24. Then they trade for Flacco. They still lost to Green Bay, but they looked pretty promising in that one, losing 27-18. And, of course, they beat the Steelers. Their only win since Burrow went down is against the Steelers. That would be against the Steelers for sure. 33-31. They, of course, lost to the Jets 39-38 and then lost to the Bears last week 47-42. The Bengals have been putting up points. They put up 33, of course, against the Steelers, put up 38 against the Jets, and then lost against the Bears. They put up 42 points in that one. So can the Steelers' defense rise to the occasion? Can the Steelers' offense put up points? I guess that is the question for today, as we'll see how they go. They're showing them right now. They are exiting the tunnels, I guess. Oh, man, I'm just a little nervous about it. Of course, for the Steelers, let's go over the Steelers and how they've looked. Of course, again, the Steelers do lead in the AFC North. They're 5-4. Not really much to brag about, though. For the Steelers, they, of course, beat the Jets 34-32, lost to the Seahawks 31-17, beat the Patriots 21-14, beat the Vikings 24-21, beat the Browns 23-9. Everything was looking pretty good for them. Then all of a sudden kind of came crashing down against the Bengals 33-31, lost to the Packers 35-25. They did beat the Colts 27-20, but then lost to the Chargers in a very embarrassing, pathetic fashion 25-10. So, again, very much disappointing for the Steelers. Rodgers with 1,800 yards on the season, 18 touchdowns, 7 picks. Has played well. Of course, last week was his worst game by far. And then, of course, Flacco with the Bengals, 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns, 2 picks. He's looked like a completely different quarterback. Both the running backs haven't really been able to get going. Brown, 420 yards rushing on 108 carries. Warren, 474 yards rushing on 113 carries, though he's been banged up a little bit. Jamar Chase, of course, with 831 yards on the season. He's been just the same old, same old. Metcalf, 502 yards again. He's been kind of up and down, dropping a lot of easy throws over the middle. Watt leading with 6 sacks. Hendrickson with 4 sacks. He is out today, though. Wilson leading with tackles for both teams, 78. For the Bengals, keys for them: protect Flacco, stop the explosive runs, which, it doesn't really happen for the Steelers anyway. And then, of course, the Steelers want to do the time of possession. They want to keep the ball. They want to keep the Bengals offense on the field. Again, the Bengals offense that has put up points in their last 3 games. Again, they put up 42 against the Bears, lost. They put up 38 against the Jets, and they lost that one. Then they put up 33 against the Steelers, and, of course, they won that one. So, Steelers, can the defense help out the Steelers, and can the Steelers offense put up points today? We'll see. We'll see. Again, the Steelers offense hasn't been bad except for really the last game. The last game, not so great. Again, they put up 27 against the Colts. That's not bad. Again, they kind of struggled in the second half against the Packers, but overall not a terrible game, just really collapsed there by the defense. And then again, they played great against the Bengals, but just couldn't hold on to win. So, but yeah, the Steelers are the favorites. Maybe they can actually look good. We do have a poll. Feel free to let me know who you think's going to win today. Right now, we both stink. We all lose. There we go. That is leading. I think that's appropriate. We both stink. We all lose. That is leading right now for the poll. Appreciate that. We do have 1 vote for the Steelers. And as always, feel free to to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. The chat is a very important part of the channel. So, Mr. Lay, how's it going? Chris, good to see you. Just ready for some Steelers football. Hopefully, it's a good one. That's all we can hope for. Go Steelers. Oh, yeah. Pittsburgh nervously looks over shoulder. Steelers. Yeah. No, I totally feel you, Jason. It's going to be I don't know. If I were to vote, I would probably go with we both stink, we all lose here. That would be my pick. But, yeah, definitely ready for this. Hopefully the Steelers can move to 6-4. Of course, the Ravens and the Browns play today, and we have to just assume the Ravens are going to take care of business there against the Browns. I believe it is in Cleveland, but I'm not too sure. And even if it weren't, if it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it is in Cleveland, so maybe we have that going for us for the Browns. Both Browns wins have been at home, but I don't know. We'll see. But, of course, earlier we missed a great one. Dolphins commies in overtime. Dolphins winning 16-13. Didn't cover the game. I woke up at I woke up late, and I knew I would. Again, I didn't really sleep well the night before, so that was expected for me to not cover that game. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. There we go, Herbie. Appreciate it. I missed that as an option. Oh, yeah, I put on the bottom there. So we have a vote for the Bengals. 3 votes in for the Steelers, 2 votes in for the we both stink, we all lose. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. So you can't stand the Browns. Yeah, I can't. Ever since 2019, that has really, they've definitely ticked me off really with that whole thing. That's when they started being mouthy. They need to learn their place. They got big-headed after a playoff win. It's really embarrassing. It is what it is. But again, looking at the rest of the NFL, the Patriots again cruising to a 9-2 start. Of course, they won on Thursday Night Football. The Bills 6-3, and they could still probably win the division, to be honest with you. But the Patriots apparently have an easy schedule the rest of the way. Dolphins 4-7, Jets 2-8. Steelers, of course, winning the worst division in football this year, 5-4 for the moment. Ravens again 4-5, Bengals 3-6, Browns 2-7, the Colts 8-2. They seem to be cruising to a division win. We'll see. The Broncos, of course, have a big one against the Chiefs today. That is very interesting. I actually believe the Chiefs will win. I think most people do. So maybe that would help the Broncos if no one's really buying into the Broncos. Chiefs are favored, actually, in that game. So we'll see. Let's go, Bengals. Thank you for your streams. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for letting me call the game. And, again, I'll try not to be as... I don't know. As long as the Bengals don't play like, Vontaze Burfict is on the field, I probably will not be too much of a jerk to the Bengals. Appreciate you, though, Houday Nation, for tuning in. Again, you guys have already beaten us once, so we got to tie it up here. I can't remember the last time. I'm just genuinely asking this. I don't recall the last time the Steelers have been swept by the Bengals in the season. I don't know if it's happened since I've been watching, pretty much since 01-02. So I don't know. This could be interesting if the Bengals sweep the Steelers. I don't think that's happened since I've been watching. Of course, again, other games today: Panthers, Falcons, Buccaneers, Bills. That could be a really good one. Texans, Titans, Bears, Vikings, Packers, Giants, Chargers, and the Jaguars. That could be a sneaky good one there. Seahawks, Rams, Niners, and the Cardinals. Ravens, Browns, Chiefs, Broncos. Really thought about. I was close to doing the Ravens, Browns. Ended deciding not to do that. And then, of course, Lions, Eagles. Would have been an all AFC North day had I picked the Ravens and the Browns. Close. I was so close, but I ended up not doing it. So again, we're just about a minute or two away from kickoff. Hopefully, we can get things rolling here and get it going. I'm ready for some football, folks. I'm sure you guys are too, and ready for me to stop yapping about just nonsense. But I don't know. You know how it is. They like to just throw up all the commercials and get all those commercials in before the game. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. We just suffer. That's all it is. But yeah, no, again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out today. Hopefully it's a good one. Again, we do have emojis. I will put both of them out there. I actually put the Bengals one in there. Not lazy today. There you go. For all members, of course. And I guess the mods. Apparently, it's a cold, windy day. 48 degrees. It's windy, ranging from 20 miles per hour to 37 miles per hour. So that's pretty cool. So expect a low-scoring game, you would think. But I don't know. Again, the Steelers' defense kind of fraudulent. So, they allowed a lot of points regardless. Again, the Bengals don't exactly have the greatest defense in the world either. So maybe it's a little bit more. It did open at 50.5 as far as the over-under on the game. Now it's at 47.5, probably because of the weather. So we'll see. Chris pulling for the Bengals. Oh, man, Chris, that's tough. We are ready for some football, folks. Looks like the Bengals wearing their orange pants. That's probably to me, that's their best when they wear the orange pants, not necessarily the black. Trying to see who's kicking off, and I can't see nothing right now. Bengals one looks kind of cool, so I couldn't. Oh, yeah, that's fair. All right, looks like the Bengals are kicking off to the Steelers as we are underway in Acrisure Stadium. Fielded at the 5, he's at the 10, the 15, the 20, and there's a lot of pads popping there at the 22, and that's where Williams is tackled. Bengals are good too. Yeah, the Bengals aren't, they're okay. I mean, hey, they're a 3-6 team, but I think they're a little bit better than a 3-6 team. They can put up points. Here is Rodgers, 67% completion, 205 yards a game is the average, 18 touchdowns, 7 picks. Who do they think going to beat the Bengals? I don't know. Ask the 6 teams that did, Nate. Yeah, everybody. I'm pulling for the Steelers as always. Appreciate you, Chris. We'll see. 1st and 10. Rodgers fakes the pitch. Looking. It's going to pump fake to his left. Now moving to his right. Throws. It's caught by Metcalf at the 26. And that is a gain of 4. And Metcalf kind of shoving a linebacker at the end. Metcalf really got to watch it. Really got to watch it, man. Just checking in. Bet the under 27-20. This guy, I am at work grading papers. Well, have fun grading papers. Let me check my notes. I have the Steelers to win. Appreciate it. Mysterious. You're like number 12. Very nice. Terry Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw reference here. 2nd and 6. Rodgers is under center. Tight ends in tight ball at the 26. Warren in the backfield. Rodgers going to give it to Warren up the middle, and he's moving. He's still moving the pile at the 30 and is brought down at the 31-yard line. Initially contacted maybe a yard or two past the line of scrimmage, but again, Warren really tough to bring down, keeps moving those legs, and makes it 3rd and 1. Then again, I have the Broncos winning. Not sure why the odds are against them. They have been good this year, and it's a home game. Yeah, no, I think it's getting a little disrespectful, but I am picking the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are just... I think they'll expose the Broncos here. Doing the little tush push as Rodgers points to a first down. Look at that. Rodgers just chilling the back. They run it with 10 players. Much more impressive than the Eagles' 11, if I say so myself. Why did I say it like that? I don't know. Got a soccer ball this time, not football. Really? Let me check that out. Yeah, I see that. Huh. I don't know. Well, worry about that later. 1st and 10, ball at the 33. Rodgers is under center, receiver left, receiver to the right, sending a man in motion as Rodgers, play action, rolling to his right, fires. It's caught at the 40. He's at the 45 and crossing the 50 is Metcalf before he's pushed out of bounds. That is a brand new set of downs for the Steelers. Congrats on the 2,100 subs. I will be eating the other part of my 18-inch hoagie when I get to my apartment with a Dr. Pepper with cream. This guy, good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you again. 2,100 subs. Crossed that one yesterday. Crossed 2 milestones yesterday. Crossed 2,000 and then 2,100. Had a really good day yesterday. College football was very kind to me. As it's Rodgers at the 50, tosses to Warren, bouncing it outside as Warren cuts inside and is brought down around the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Warren didn't really look like he was going to get anything. Good job there to fight for those extra yards. Guess you got to be a soccer streamer. I have no idea what the heck that's all about. I mean, I want to call some soccer in the future for sure, but not right now. Chiefs have been meh this season. My Bears beat them in the preseason. The only time I bet on them, they throw the game so hard. Even if they do not look good the rest of the season, I don't think I will pick them. Well, that's fair. I don't know. I think the Chiefs are legit. As he tosses to Warren, he's at the 45. The 40 has no space at the 35. Cuts inside at the 30. He's still reversing field at the 25. Trying to hurdle a guy at the 20. He's at the 15. Brought down at the 13. What a run by Jaylen Warren. And the towels are waving in Pittsburgh. Oh, that was a great run. Great blocking, too. Had a little hole, just that's all he needed. And again, great field vision by Warren to reverse field. Oh my goodness, and great stuff. Tried to hurdle, that was a fail. But he still kept moving even after that. Plus the Bengals defense isn't good. I think the Broncos are going to beat the Chiefs. Think of the Broncos defense. We'll see. I don't know. I think the Chiefs actually win by double digits. I'm not going to lie. 1st and 10 at the 12. Rodgers hits a shuffle pass to Gainwell. And Gainwell is popped. He was popped at the 11. Gain of 1 for Gainwell. Again, Warren already 43 yards on the day. Checking in. Can we overcome Tomlin and Flacco today? Stay tuned to find out on this latest episode of As the Steelers World Turns. Oh, yeah. I was thinking of Days of Our Steelers. That's what Tree usually does. Urinating Tree. Giants offense looking good against my Packers. That is unfortunate. Oh. 2nd and 9, ball at the 11. Rodgers drops back looking. He's going to swing it out to Gainwell. Gainwell is at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. Just tossing it to Gainwell in the flat. That'll work. And the Steelers open up the scoring as they lead 6-0 on the Bengals, pending the extra point. Now again, We need to respect, of course, the Bengals offense that has just been playing very great. I mean, as of late, they have put up a lot of points. Can the Steelers defense stop Flacco on the offense? I don't know. What's up, George? How's it going? Good to see you. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. It is windy, but it is good. 7-0 Steelers leading over the Bengals with 10-12 left to go here in the first quarter. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here. Touchdown Giants. Ooh. Oh, man. What a run by Warren, but guys, got to stop that. Yeah, I know, right? That was a little risky. Go Steelers. Thank you, Denny. Appreciate it, as always. Let's go Pitts. Oh, yeah. I could have run against the Bengals defense, and the Chiefs are only a 4-point favorite. Yeah, I know the Chiefs are the favorite. I don't know. I just think the Chiefs are going to win by double digits. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. You guys are awesome. Again, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you are a first-time viewer, this is what I do. Hopefully, I'm doing a decent enough job for you to subscribe. Again, we are a growing channel, folks. We crossed 2,000 subs yesterday, and then we crossed 2,100 subs. Barely. We have it by the skin of our teeth, but we did. So appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. It is fast and free and easy to do, folks. Feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. We got a great community here. We got some pretty chill people that also know no ball. So that is also another thing. So, yeah, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. If you want to be toxic, I'll be toxic right back until you make it personal. Then I guess you're out of here. But, other than that, hey, have a good time. That's what it is. All right, again, the Steelers leading 7-0 against the Bengals. Panthers, Falcons 0-0. Buccaneers, Bills 0-0. Texans, Titans 0-0. Everything 0-0 except for the Giants and Packers and Steelers, Bengals. That is unfortunate, I guess, for Chris. I'm sorry, Chris. That's not good. That's not good. Jameis Winston at quarterback, too. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's right. Winston starting. Oh, man. What are the Packers doing? What happened? It'll be fine. Broncos 24, Chiefs 21. Okay, that's fair. I can also see that. I'm going to go with Chiefs 27, Broncos 17. That is my final prediction there. I would go with that one. I don't know. Again, we do have a poll. Feel free to let me know who you think's going to win. 64% of you guys have the Steelers winning. 23% have the Bengals winning. And then 14% have we both stink, we all lose. Okay. Again, that's fair. I put the choice there. And we got some votes for it, so that's actually somewhat impressive. That's funny. But yeah, no, I mean the Steelers, even if a win today, will it really make us feel better? I don't know. But again, let's not count our wins yet. The Bengals have already beaten us before. And ironically, the Steelers-Bengals, at least since I've been watching, since, again, 01-02, the Steelers tend to do better in Cincinnati against the Bengals than they do here in Pittsburgh against the Bengals. So losing in Cincinnati was kind of a shock to me anyway. Fielded in the end zone. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, and we'll get to about the 28-yard line, tackled by Peyton Wilson. And that's where the high-powered Bengals offense will take the field at the 28. I have the Steelers winning even though I voted for the Bengals. Oh, okay. Hey, that'll work. This is Joe Flacco's 200th career start. He's been around the NFL for a long time, folks. Toby, how's it going? Good to see you. Appreciate you for tuning in. As it's 1st and 10 at the 29. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to left. Flacco drops back, looking to his left, going to swing it out to Brown. Brown at the 25. Watt tackles him in the backfield. That's a loss of 2. As this is not updating, so we're going to go ahead and refresh this. There we go. That's actually still not updating. Still says touchdown. Oh, well. All right, anyway, it's 2nd and 12 for the Bengals. Ball at the 27. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Flacco lifts the leg, takes the snap, looking to his left, fires. It's caught by Brown. Brown spinning forward, but is tackled by James Pierre at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there. Now it's 3rd and 12 for the Bengals. Let's get some touchdowns and catches and running yards from Chase Brown. I think I have him in fantasy as well. I mean, I don't know if you have him in fantasy or not, but I do. Not a good start. Not a good start for the Bengals as it's 3rd and 12. The Steelers defense playing with a lot of energy right now. Flacco in the shotgun. Trips to the right to one receiver to the left. The Steelers defense ranks 28th in the NFL. That is not shocking at all. Flacco drops back, looking over the middle. Heavy pressure, fires. It is caught at the 39. That's going to be close. I believe that is a first down for the Bengals. They needed 12. They got 12. First down, Cincinnati. Is that really a shock? No. 1st and 10 here. Now they're moving fast. Flacco in the shotgun. That quieted the Steelers crowd. Flacco drops back, looking to his left. He's got time. Throws. It's incomplete. Pass intended for Jamar Chase, but there were 3 Steelers in the area. Porter and Chase sharing some words of encouragement, most likely to each other. I know Chase and Fitzpatrick were definitely players that jawed to each other a lot, and I guess Porter's going to have to be the one to step up and do that. Yeah, I do have Chase Brown in fantasy. I drafted him over Jonathan Taylor. Oh, man. That is unfortunate. Taylor is having a great year. Oh, man. All right, 2nd and 10 as we have a whistle blown. I don't know what's going on here. Referee, I guess, didn't set it. I don't know. Woke up in the morning, I got Minecraft on my mind, AK-47s, Max 11 Glocks, and 9s. I don't know if that's a song or anything like that, don't worry, but interesting. That probably is a song I'm looking at, Mines and 9s. What a lyric there. That is an interesting lyric. And again, we have a little delay here. It's 2nd and 10, and I don't know what's going on. No one really wants to snap the ball. No one wants to do anything as the referees are all over the place. What's up, Dr. Lane? Not sure if they will win, but I did start Flacco today. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, Flacco might have a good day. Again, the Bengals have had great success on offense as he hands it off up the middle. This is Brown, and Brown stumbles his way forward to about the 42-yard line. That should be a gain of 3 for the Bengals. Actually going to give them 4. As it's 3rd and 6 for the Bengals. Again, they converted earlier, 3rd and 12, so this should be a piece of cake for the Bengals, especially going against the Steelers defense. Again, ranking 20th. I didn't realize they were that bad. I mean, I knew they were bad. I didn't realize they were 28th bad. Oh, my goodness. That sounds about right, though. I'd like to know who the other teams that are worse. 3rd and 6 in the shotgun. Flacco lifts the leg, and now he's going to hold it. Lifts it again. Gets the snap, drops back, looking to his left. Now over the middle, fires. It's caught at the 47, and he's leaning and gets the first down. Iosivas with another catch on 3rd down, and that's another Bengals first down as they are tackled at the 50. Are you streaming on Thanksgiving? All right, so this is what I would like to do. Yes, I would like to ideally cover the Packers-Lions game or the Chiefs. I forgot the other game. But the goal is to pretty much cover the Ravens-Bengals game guaranteed, just one or the other in the other whatever time slot. He hands it off to Brown. Brown trying to find some space. He does get to about the 48. So, yes, the Bengals-Ravens game is a priority for me. I just don't know what the other game will be because my family wants to do a meal, and that's cool. I mean, I enjoy that. So one of the games I'm going to go over there. I just need to coordinate with them on when the meal is. Ideally, I do Packers-Lions and then take the mid-afternoon off to go over with my family and then come back and do the Bengals-Ravens. That's ideally for me. I would prefer that. 2nd and 7, ball at the 48. It's 2nd and 8 then. Oh, he got Herbig to jump. He's going to hand it off, though, up the middle as he is going to get a few, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Some people were saying that they would have the best secondary in football after they got Ramsey. Yeah, that was wrong. Your prediction on the Lions-Eagles tonight. I'm going with the Lions. I don't really have a score. If I had to pick one, I'd go probably 24-21. If I had to pick a score. I'm going Lions, though. Going to be bold. 2nd and 3. Flacco is under center. Sending a man in motion. Sending him again in motion as Flacco hands it off. This is Brown up the middle. He's got some space at the 40, the 35, the 30. Still on his feet and brought down at the 29. Jalen Ramsey with the tackle. What a run there by Chase Brown as the Bengals are just slowly matriculating down the field. That's what they're doing. Awesome. Looking forward to the late game on Thanksgiving. Yeah, me too. Hey, that'll be fun. That will definitely be fun. Eagles got it, in my opinion, with no Laporta. Oh, I totally got you, yeah. Eagles are the home team, but I don't know. The Eagles, I think they're just due for a loss. I know that's kind of lame logic or not sound logic or whatever, but I just feel like they're due. 1st and 10 at the 29. Flacco drops back, looking over the middle. Looking, he's still scanning the field. There's a flag. Throws. It is caught at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Cincinnati Bengals. But again, there is a flag, and this may be waved off. We'll see. Illegal use of hands on the defense. That is a touchdown for the Bengals. Higgins was wide open. And the Steelers defense, the elite Steelers defense, once again, looking pretty lame early. Broncos defense has only gave up 15 touchdowns. Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, he had multiple people wide open. What in the world? Oh, okay, so I just noticed they had Jack Sawyer on T. Higgins. That is not a good matchup. That'll work every time. As the Bengals pen to the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 7-7 is your score here in Pittsburgh. Bengals answering right back with a touchdown of their own. There is a flag. Why not? Why not? There being a flag on the extra point. Personal foul. Roughing the snapper. What in the... Oh, my goodness. Oh, they're going to wipe away the 1, and they're going to go for 2. Wow. Feeling pretty aggressive. What in the world? Who was this? Who was it on? I don't even see what the foul would be. I don't know what roughing on the snapper. I don't know what in the world happened there, but the Bengals now going to go for 2. I'm disappointed that Boston College blew it against Georgia Tech. Yeah, that is really unfortunate. They had it. All right, the Bengals are going for 2. Why not? Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, tight ends in tight to the right. In the pistol. Flacco going to move to his right. It's a Philly special. Brown going to take it himself up the middle, and Brown is denied. So the Steelers defense rises to the occasion. I guess they have to eventually, as the Steelers still lead 7-6 with 5:10 left to go here in the first quarter. Any Bengals fans here? I don't know if Nate's still here. Who Day Nation, Christopher, what do you guys think of that call? Taking away the extra point and going for 2. What do you think of that one? That was interesting. I don't know. I'm always under the belief that you never take away points. I've been taught very well that you don't throw away points. Giants, Commies, Cowboys, and Bengals have the worst defense than the Steelers. Okay, interesting. Wow, and 3 of those in the NFC East. Giants, Commies, and the Cowboys. Wow, and the Bengals at 29. Okay. But the Bengals have a much better offense than the Steelers, so that's I guess that's not surprising. Only go for 2 when you have to. That's exactly my thing. Yeah, no, I completely agree. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys for finding me all the way down here. Definitely was a little bit nervous not having a lead-in game to help me get a boost, but that's okay. Again, hopefully I do a good enough job, and hopefully you like and subscribe. We are a growing channel, folks. I ended up apparently yesterday, folks. Yeah, you're probably annoyed, like, why are you bragging about this? I got 140 subs yesterday, 3 games. That was the best day I've ever had on the channel. It's not even close. So, yeah, hopefully we keep that momentum going and have some good streams today. Again, I'm doing Bengals, Steelers, and, of course, the Niners and the Cardinals right after this one. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's a good game as well. I think this one will be a good game. Just hopefully the Steelers win. If they don't, oh well, I guess. Huh? Shouldn't be surprised. Panthers leading the Falcons 7-6. Actually, it's 7-7 as the Falcons just kicked an extra point. Buccaneers leading 3-0 over the Bills. Texans, Titans 0-0. Bears, Vikings 0-0. Giants leading the Packers 7-0. And the Chargers, Jaguars 0-0 in that one. So again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many people as I can. Chat is very important here on the channel. I didn't even know there was an international game today, so I slept in, but it seemed pretty boring. Yeah, it would have been, but, it does help, though, with the lead-in as far as getting more viewers here. But, yes, the international game in Spain, the Dolphins over the Commies 16-13. And then, of course, on Thursday night, as you guys probably already know, Patriots and Jets. And, of course, again, if you don't want to come back later today with the Cardinals and Niners, I will be doing Monday Night Football tomorrow. Cowboys, Raiders, just got to set up the stream, got to make the thumbnail and set it up. But I'll be doing that tomorrow night, so don't miss it right here on Dr. Delay. Congrats on 2K subs. Thank you, Bill. Yes, no, that was quite the milestone. Pretty happy. That's great stuff. As he fields it in the end zone, he's at the 10, the 15, reversing field. Oh, and what a tackle by Jules as he's brought down at the 18-yard line. Yeah, no, very excited. Usually, again, in the first year for things, for I don't know why I'm getting all these notifications, but we're going to mute them and never hear it again. But apparently the goal for first-year channels, because I started this in March, is to get to 1,000. If you get to 1,000, then you are on your way to success. And we've crushed that and more. So we are definitely a channel that is on the rise and very excited to see where we'll be at in a year. I have very lofty goals. Hopefully we can hit them. I think we can. As it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 19. Really good spot there on the kickoff return. As Rodgers is under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Running back in the backfield. Rodgers changing up the at least protection or play, not too sure. Sending a man in motion. They have 6 linemen in there. Hands it to Warren up the middle, and he gets maybe a couple. It's brought down at the 21-yard line. Steelers seem to be like one of the few teams. Whenever they have 6 linemen in there, it's like, okay, so it's not going to be a big run. It's going to be like a yard or two. I don't know. Does anyone else feel that way? Like, you see other teams, they have 6 linemen. Oh, wow, they're going to get some yards here. The Steelers do. It's like, oh, yeah, they're only going to get a yard or two. Apparently, a lot of stuff happening on the grounds crew part. Again, the Steelers share the stadium with the Pitt Panthers. And, yeah, again, they played a game yesterday. It was not pretty. 2nd and 8. Rodgers swings it out to Gainwell. What a catch by Gainwell at the 25. Lowering the shoulder, brought out of bounds, close to the line to gain. And they're going to say that is a first down for the Steelers. What a catch. Just a little one-hander out in the flat. Packers dropped a wide-open pass on 3rd down. Wow. Call the Lions-Eagles game, and I'll stay all day. But appreciate it, Don. I don't think I will, though. I'm pretty worn out from yesterday. Yeah, I'm kind of taking it easy today. I probably shouldn't. But no, I'll be chilling. I'll be chilling this evening. I need to relax a little bit. But I'll be back tomorrow, I promise. Rodgers under center, play action. Steps up, moving in the pocket. Pump fakes, throws. It is incomplete. Darnell Washington, the intended target. He had a linebacker all over him. Makes it 2nd and 10 for the Steelers. Showing the replay here again. Yeah, it just seems like there's just not many people on the Steelers and get separation. Just looking at it, Metcalf, of course, he's an athletic freak, but he had Jonnu Smith in there. He horsed Darnell Washington, 2 tight ends. I mean, that's why the Steelers really needed to get somebody at the deadline. They just didn't. It's very unfortunate. Really annoying, to be honest with you, as Rodgers is under center. Oh, and there's some movement, and that is going to be a free 5 yards for the Steelers. Number 9, the guilty party. Then Valentine drops a pick thrown right to him. Guess that's why he plays defense. Yep. That's why they play defense. They can't play offense. Number 99, not number 9. Okay. All right, 2nd and 5 for the Steelers. If you're just tuning in, Steelers 7, Bengals 6, 3:39 left to go here in the first quarter. Steelers with the ball at their own 34. As Metcalf in motion. Rodgers under center, hands it off to Warren up the middle, makes the first guy miss at the 35 and is brought down at the 37 for a gain of 3. Makes it 3rd and manageable for the Steelers. Did the Bengals miss an extra point? They went for it, so they made it, but then there was roughing the snapper or whatever, and the Bengals elected to take the point off the board and go for 2, and they got stuffed. They tried like the little wildcat or something like that. Didn't work out. 3rd and 2 for the Steelers. Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Rodgers gets the snap, hands it off to Gainwell up the middle, and he is not going to get it. Needed 2, got 1, and the Steelers may have to punt it. Did Ben Gals? What? No, this guy. Yeah, someone asked. Sorry. Looks like the Steelers, for the moment, leaving their offense on the field. This would be quite the thing. They're going for it at 4th and 1 at their own 38. Pardon me. They need to get to 39. This is the tush push. Oh, and I don't think he got it. Oh, that's a really good spot. We'll see if he got it. I don't know. Wow. They're going to say he got it. The Bengals are not happy about the spot, and I don't blame them. That is not a good spot. And Zach Taylor, yeah, he's already looking. He's like, okay, I'm going to throw the challenge flag. Oh, it's so close. Maybe on that replay. Wow, that is interesting. They're going to challenge. Yeah, I don't blame them for challenging that. That's going to be interesting, folks. I don't know. That can go either way. We'll say the call on the field is going to help the Steelers. Dumb Tala move challenge the spot. Well, they should use that. They should have that. Like the chip, right? Is that what it is? That'll tell us, right? Or no? They had Rodgers sneak it? No, they didn't have Rodgers sneak it. They had Hayward doing like the tush push. I don't think he got it. I don't think he got it personally, but they gave it to him. All right, so commercial break again. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really know what else to say other than appreciate you guys for, again, scrolling down here to find me. Again, I know there's a lot of people calling games right now, of course. I don't know. I'm sure Tree's calling a game. I'm sure, again, there's a bunch of other Steelers channels calling games right now. So, again, appreciate you guys. And, of course, for the Bengals fans that are here, thank you. Thank you for, again, letting a Steelers fan call the games. I take it with a lot of – I do appreciate it. Let's just say that, because I know there's Bengals fans calling games, of course, and that must mean I'm definitely doing a good job if you're willing to listen to another perspective. So, appreciate that. I really do. Tolland goes for it on fourth when he should not. But pathetic that the Steelers can't get a yard. Yeah, no, the Steelers, I don't know. I mean, they got it earlier. It was a 3rd and 1. We'll see. Again, they said first down. Looks like apparently we're going to be spoiled here. The Bengals have lost the challenge, and that is iffy. So, hey, it was close. Again, the call on the field said he got it. So that is where that came in. So it looks like the Steelers will have it first down whenever we do come back. Other scores from across the NFL: Panthers, Falcons 7-7, Bills, Buccaneers 7-3, Texans, Titans 0-0, Vikings, Bears 3-0, Giants leading the Packers 7-0, and then of course the Jaguars have just scored at the end of the first quarter. They lead 7-3 over the Chargers. And as always, folks, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. Again, I try to respond to as many comments as I can. So again, if you're just a football fan who wants to chat with another football fan, here we go. We got plenty of that here on the channel. Avery, how's it going? Good to see you. Bet you're ready for Monday Night Football tomorrow. Avery, a Cowboys fan. Again, proof that we accept everybody here on the channel. We accept Cowboys fans and all. So, yes, the Steelers will have it 1st and 10 at their own 39, thanks to the challenge being... Oh, Kevin Harlan said that's a surprising call. Gene Steratore. He was a great referee when he was in there. Gene Steratore says he doesn't think he got it. Wow. Yeah. That's interesting. So, yeah, Gene Steratore said he didn't think he got it, but he got it. So, Rodgers under center, 1st and 10. As Rodgers tosses to Gainwell up the middle, he's at the 40 and brought down around the 41. That's a gain of 2 for Gainwell. That's his 3rd carry of the game, 4 yards on those 3 carries. Thanksgiving's next week. Yep, definitely ready for that. 2nd and 8 for the Steelers. Yeah, the more I look at it, the more I don't think he got it. Jeez. 2nd and 8 for the Steelers. In the shotgun as Rodgers trips to the right, sending a man in motion. Rodgers, play action, looking over the middle, fires. It is in, completes. Pass intended for Metcalf. The Bengals were all over him. 3 defenders in the area defending Metcalf. Losing Kraft has been devastating for the Packers. They have been lost on offense without him. Oh, man, Rodgers really forcing it to Metcalf. Now, Rodgers wanted the flag. There was a lot of contact, but I don't know. That's a tough one. 3rd and 8. Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Rodgers lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back, steps up, fires. It's caught at the 45. Austin had to go low to make the catch. That's going to be well short of the line again. I believe the Steelers will have to punt. Love ran the ball and just came out of the game. Oh, my gosh. It was a DI call. Yeah, didn't earn it, I guess. Didn't really earn it on that 4th one, but they got it. And they didn't earn it there, as it looks like the Steelers will have to punt. So good job there by the Bengals defense, as Waitman's back to punt. 10, 20, 30, 40. Fair catch signal made at the 10, so pretty good punt, pretty good coverage by the Steelers to force the fair catch signal. So Steelers leading 7-6 over the Bengals with 9 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Days are going fast. Yeah, no, the year, oh my gosh. Just think. You said you're, 18, 19? Just wait till you're 28, 29. Then the days will go really fast. And then, of course, I'm sure people much older than me will say, yeah, then it gets really faster when you get, 40, 50 years old. Then it's 70 years old. It just goes so fast and fast and fast. It's crazy. These 10 years since I've graduated have just flown by. High school, by the way. I took a little bit of college courses in high school. That's it. But man, rib injury, took a helmet to his side. Oh man, all that for naught. Punt away. I'm sure the Bengals will get a good long drive, probably a 90-yard drive opportunity. Yeah, they will have an opportunity here, as it's 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Only 9 seconds left. So if it's a completed pass or a run, it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Flacco under center as he hands it off to Brown up the middle, and he's spinning forward and is brought down at the 34. So that is a gain of 4, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. The Steelers leading 7-6 at the end of 1. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here. You said at the 10, yep. There's a lot of Packers fans happy that Willis isn't. Wow. The older you get, the faster time goes. Yep, that is true. Man, I'm old and washed. Old and washed. All right, again, some other scores from across the NFL. Right now we have the Panthers and Falcons tied at 7-7. The Bills leading the Buccaneers 7-3. The Buccaneers, though, are at the Bills 19. The Titans 3, Texans nothing. Vikings 3, Bears nothing. Giants 7, Packers 0, and the Jaguars 7, Chargers 3. Pretty much. Well, I guess you still have a few games still in the first quarter. Giants, Packers still in the first. Vikings, Bears still in the first. Texans, Titans still in the first. Again, folks, I'll be doing a doubleheader here on the channel. We'll be doing 49ers and Cardinals after that. That is all. Did I say 34? 14, my bad. What the heck am I talking about? My bad. Yeah, 14. So it was a gain of 4. My bad. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Did I say? Yeah, I did say 34, apparently. I said 34. Wow. I'm losing it. I'm getting old. 1st and 10 at the 10. He gets a 4-yard gain to the 34. What the heck? Chris pulling for the Vikings. I forgot who the Vikings playing already. Vikings Bears, right? Yep. Yeah, the Bears 6-3, man. Unbelievable stuff there. That's a shock. I think most people are shocked with that. Looking at the stats at the end of the first quarter, the Steelers with 99 yards, the Bengals with 70. Of course, again, the Steelers have had 2 full drives. The Bengals just starting their second right here. So, Flacco 5 for 6, 45 yards and a touchdown. Rodgers 5 for 7, 44 yards and a touchdown. Warren leading in rushing, 5 carries, 48 yards. Brown leading for the Bengals, 25 yards on 4 carries. Willis is really good. Backup, wouldn't be surprised if he gets a chance to start somewhere next year. It's definitely turned it around. He was definitely terrible with the Titans, but seemingly much better with the Packers. As it's 2nd and 6 ball at the 14. I assure you they're at the 14. Flacco in the pistol. 2 receivers right to 1 receiver left. Sending a man in motion is Flacco. Flacco hands it off to Brown up the middle, and he will not get much as he's brought down around the 15-yard line for a gain of 1. Brandon Eccles on the tackle. Makes it 3rd and 5 for the Bengals. Bengals have had some success on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down, to be exact. 3rd and 5. Flacco is in the shotgun. They need to get to the 20 for a brand new send it down, sending a man in motion. Trips to the right to 1 receiver to the left. Flacco drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, fires. It's caught by Chase at the 18. He's got the first down as he's brought down at the 24. That's a gain of 9. First down for the Bengals. Bengals now 3 for 3 on 3rd downs. Steelers just can't get off the field on 3rd down. That is not the way to play. Playing for the Titans would make anyone look bad. Yeah, that's a fair point. Cam Ward is finding that out for himself. 1st and 10 at the 24 in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Flacco drops back, steps up, fires down the left sideline, and it is incomplete. Pass intended for Jamar Chase, just a little bit overthrown. Porter on the coverage. Porter saying a lot of, again, probably words of encouragement if I had to guess to Chase. Chase saying some words of encouragement back, like, oh, man, that was really good coverage. Like, oh, man, yeah, you're a really good receiver. If I had to guess, that's what they're saying. Really good stuff. So 2nd and 10 for the Bengals. Ball at the 24. Two receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Flacco drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, fires. It's caught at the 25, brought down at the 26. That is Iosivas. He's made some nice catches today. Makes it 3rd and 8 coming up for the Bengals. It says your YouTube featured, really? Wow, that's kind of cool. I didn't know about that. Well, that's kind of neat, though. I don't know what that really means. I don't even know what that means. That's cool, though. Life is like a roll of toilet paper. The older you get, the faster it spins. There we go. That's a good motto there. I don't know. Well, maybe not a motto, just a good saying. I like it. 3rd and 8. Ball at the 25. Flacco drops back, looking, heavy pressure, moving to his left, throws it up in the air, and it's incomplete. He was under pressure, folks. And, of course, when Flacco, now there is a flag. There is a flag. Watt is not happy about it. That's not good. That is not good. Let's see what happens here again. Oh, my goodness. Roughing the passer, Flacco. It's because he drove him in the ground. Oh, my goodness. That's a tough one. Seen it when you clicked on your video. You should put your video on top. Nice. Nice. Actually, the older we get, Daniel, the softer the toilet paper gets and larger and spins and rips easier. This guy, okay. Well, that's interesting. Watt, of course, not happy with the call, so that is a 1st and 10 coming up for the Bengals after the roughing the passer. Again, you know, if this were maybe 20 years ago, it's 4th down, the Bengals are punting, but that's the way the NFL is now. I don't agree with it. It is what it is. Flacco under center as he hands it off up the middle, and he's brought down after a nice little gain of 5. That was not Chase Brown. That was Brooks on the carry. Touchdown Packers. I think Flacco has become a better quarterback the older he's gotten, and yes, your stream is featured. That's pretty cool. Hopefully we get a nice crowd in for that, but I don't know. They usually, people, again, they go with familiar faces, so they'll go with, people that they know. All right, well, it's 2nd and 5, ball at the 45. Pardon me. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Flacco takes a snap, and there's a flag, and that will back up the Bengals by 5. Hey, the commercials allow me to keep you on and play on the side like World Cup soccer commercials. Cool, nice. Of course, have to keep the 90-yard drive. Yep. Come on, Steelers. Yep, I know. We need it. All right, 2nd and 10 for the Bengals. Flacco holding his right shoulder. Again, that's where Watt hit him. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Sending a man in motion. Flacco takes a snap, hands it off. This is Brown at the middle. He's still fighting forward and leading forward as he's brought down after a gain of 5. And we missed the extra point. That's tough. And it looks like Malik Willis throws a 1-yard touchdown pass to Christian Watson. Of course, as Chris mentioned, they are losing 6-7. Hey, it's 6-7 here as well. Look at that. I didn't even realize. 6-7. Oh, look at you. Look at you people. 3rd and 6, ball at the 45. They need to get to the 49 for a brand new set of downs. Flacco in the shotgun. Drops back, looking over the middle. Steps up, throws it deep down the middle. It is tipped away by Pierre. Oh, that's a great defensive play, as Pierre really had to get airborne for that one. Chase, the intended target, and the Bengals will have to punt. Vegas trash. Vegas trash. I don't know what you mean there. I guess you're probably talking about the betting, I guess. 6-7 Giants. That's crazy. Flacco's rubbing his shoulder. Maybe the plan is make him throw until his arm gives out. Oh, man. Yeah. All the football games today, people barely over 10 points right now. Yep. NFL doing the meme. They love 6-7. That's going to be bouncing at the 5 and rolls into the end zone for a touchback. So the Steelers will take it from the 20. We really need to put in the substitute teacher as our kicker for the rest of the year. That is tough. Wait for the penalty on the return. This guy. Nope, not yet. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the style that I have here, more of a traditional style, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to read as many comments as I possibly can. Chat is very important to the channel, so don't hesitate to chat away. 6 is afraid of 7 since 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah. But I've really gotten on board with the 6-7 thing. I find some humor into it. I don't know why. I like it. All right, across the NFL, the Falcons leading 13-7. We're pending the extra point there. The Buccaneers leading 10-7 over the Bills. Titans leading 3-0 over the Texans. Vikings 3, Bears nothing. Giants leading the Packers 7-6, or some would say again 6-7. And the Jaguars leading the Chargers 7-3. Of course, earlier today, the Commies fell to the Dolphins 16-13. And the Patriots leading, they defeated the Jets on Thursday Night Football 27-14. Patriots now 9-2. 9-2. So, yeah. Again, the Steelers will have the ball at their own 20. Definitely see if the Steelers can get some points here. Again, both offenses doing about the same. Of course, the Bengals offense, they're very good on third down. Again, 3 for 4 on third down. That was the first third down they didn't convert. Steelers 1 for 1 on fourth down, though. But again, that was a very questionable call. Very questionable. It's funny, they made a big deal about the virtual measurement. Remember that, guys? And all of a sudden, you don't see it anymore. Have you noticed that? They barely use it anymore. They made a big deal. Oh, yeah, this is the new way. They would even make a point earlier in the season, even when they didn't get it, they would try to show it just to show it off. Guess what went away magically in the last few weeks? Because I haven't seen it. The virtual measurement. Not looking forward to work tomorrow. Unfortunate. You got this, though. I can still kick left-footed from inside the 35. If I kicked right-footed, my leg would come off like the Simpsons episode, although I could probably hit from 45. I did once last year. Nice. Yeah, Trisk was a pretty good kicker back in the day. In alternate reality, he beat Jeff Reed to be the kicker for the Steelers for a few years, for sure. 1st and 10 at the 20. Rodgers drops back, looking over the middle. Swings it out to Warren. Warren's at the 20, cuts inside at the 25, and is brought down at the 26 for a gain of 6. Warren, his first catch of the day. Again, Gainwell's been the receiving back today. This is Unk Bowl 2. 5th game since 1950 with both starting quarterbacks 40-plus years old. Wow. Jeez. Career starts, 251 for Rodgers, 200 for Flacco. 2nd and 4, ball at the 26. Flacco under center as he tosses to Warren. Warren cuts inside, breaks the tackle, bouncing it outside as he gets to the 27 for a hard-fought gain of 1. And that'll make it 3rd and 3 for the Steelers as they are again at the 27-yard line. Definitely in an alternate reality, he was a beast in 2003. Well, maybe he beat him out in 2002. All right, Rodgers is going to be in the shotgun here. They need to get to the 30 for a brand new set of downs. Trips to the right to one receiver to the left. Rodgers, green 19, there it is. Takes the snap, looking over the middle, fires down the middle. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Metcalf. Rodgers overthrew him by about a yard or two. And that'll make it 4th and 3. That is unfortunate. Looks like it was more of a corner route, more of outside the numbers. Man, just missed him. And Rodgers, of course, not happy. I don't know. Rodgers is something else. What's up, Doc? And chat, Steelers are leading. Yep, for now. For now we're leading, as there is the punt. That's going to be fair caught. Oh, no, letting it bounce at the 26, and that's where Roman Wilson will field it. So the Bengals will take over at their own 26. 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Again, the Steelers leading 7-6. Hi, Doc. I'm back. You never know where I show up. Keep up the good work. Thank you, James. Appreciate it for the kind words. Thank you again for tuning in. Yeah, another 4th down. Let's see the punter. Yep. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. I do have a poll, so feel free to let me know who you think's going to win today. The Steelers have 65% of the votes. Bengals with 24% of the vote, and then we both stink at 11%. Huge respect to those who picked 11%, who 11% of you guys that picked we both stink, because that is very, very accurate. Again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. The chat is a very big part of the channel, so don't be shy unless you want to be. That's okay. Right now, though, both offenses have kind of stalled, but we'll see. Again, that was only the third possession for the Steelers. That was only the second possession for the Bengals. Again, across the NFL, the Falcons leading the Panthers 14-7. Bills over the Buccaneers 14-10. The Titans leading the Texans 3-0. Vikings over the Bears 3-0. Giants leading the Packers 7-6. And the Jaguars leading the Chargers 7-6 as well. Again, a lot of 3 games with 6-7. That is interesting. What the heck? That's odd. You almost picked that one. Picked what? I'm lost. I am lost as we await this commercial to end. Man. Again, later today I'll be doing the 49ers and Cardinals. 49ers Cardinals happening right after this one, so not really much of a break for me. I might be tuning into that game a little bit late as well. And then, of course, I'll be doing Monday Night Football with the Cowboys and the Raiders. I will not be doing Sunday night tonight. I'll be taking a little bit of a break. But, yeah, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. As the Bengals will take out, or started out at the 26. 3-6-7s, isn't that the mark of the beast? I don't know about the 7s part, but yeah. Yeah, leave out the 7s, and yes, I would say so. On the pole bow stick. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Bengals. Flacco under center. The sun now is bright all of a sudden in Pittsburgh. Flacco drops back, looking over the middle. Fires, it is. Oh, and he got hit hard over the middle. Chase, the intended target. Ramsey delivering a huge blow. Chase didn't like that one. Now he's kind of smiling. Maybe he did like it. He's like, okay, that's the game it's going to be. Again, that's kind of old-fashioned football there. Got to make sure. They're showing the wrong camera here, as Higgins apparently had a step on. Ooh. That is football from the 2000s, folks. I like it. I love it. 2nd and 10. Flacco in the shotgun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Chase now moving out to his right. So 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Flacco clapping. And, yeah, the clock was on 0 forever. And they just now blew it. Delay a game on the Bengals. That was interesting. Now it's 2nd and long. Of course, that should be no problem for the Bengals against the Steelers' defense. They're showing off Flacco. He's taking some shots today. Again, didn't like the TJ hits, as he is probably still feeling it. Classic AFC North football. Oh, yeah. 2nd and 15, ball at the 21. In the shotgun is Flacco. Flacco drops back, looking over the middle. Steps up, fires it into the turf, incomplete. He was under heavy duress again. The Steelers' pass rush starting to make some noise. As the O-line for the Bengals, all good. Mims now a little shaken up there, the right tackle. He's kind of limping. Been getting unskippable ads before live streams today. So annoying. It's been on everyone's streams for me. YouTube is getting really annoying. They are. I actually noticed that the other day. Like, I was getting a bunch of 30-second unskippables. I'm like, really? We're really doing this now. 30-second unskippable ads. It's ridiculous. 3rd and 15, Flacco in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Fires to the middle. It's caught at the 25. And the Steelers are there to bring him down. Tackled at the 28. So that's going to be well short of the line to gain. And the Bengals will have to punt. Noah Fant on the catch. He's been targeted a couple times here. That was his first catch. Again, if you're just tuning in, Steelers 7, Bengals 6, 8:34 and counting here in the second quarter. The Bengals are about to punt it back to Pittsburgh. What's up, Dr. Lay? Well, how's it going, Orioles fan? Good to see you. As the Bengals punt it. That's a big punt. Fielded at the 11. It's at the 15, the 20. Austin is tackled at the 23-yard line. Jeez, what a punt. Unbelievable. It's over a 60-yard punt. Unbelievable. Love is back in, and Dobbs drops another pass. Unbelievable. I don't know what the Packers are doing, man. The Packers should be way better. Everyone knows it. All right, Steelers ball whenever we do come back. All right, let's see here. We got the Falcons leading 14-7 over the Panthers. Bills up 14-10 over the Buccaneers. The Titans leading 3-0 over the Texans. Vikings leading 3-0 over the Bears. Giants leading 7-6 over the Packers. And the Jaguars leading 7-6 over the Chargers. Yes, again, you can say it inverse 6-7 3 times. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Definitely helps out small channels like mine. Just trying to survive in this cruel NFL world. So, yeah, no, definitely appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. I know there's a lot of people calling this game. I'm actually going to see how many people. Again, there's, like, always, like, chat sports. I don't know if Bengals have a chat sports. I know the Steelers, of course, do, those bums. Steelers Talk, yep, there it is, 3.4K. That's interesting. I don't know who this guy is, but he's got 13,000 people watching. Doesn't seem legit. So we're going to skip that. Chatterbox Sports, okay, no idea. There's Joey Wagner, yeah, I know him. He's one of the guys that just does the Paul Skeens games. Tom Grossi doing, of course, Packers, Giants, yep. Yeah, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. I think everyone is feeling the pressure because they know they should be better. And since I think everyone is feeling the pressure because they know they should be better and they're not handling it well so far. Yeah. Yeah, it's really shocking. Really shocking. The Packers, this is their year. I thought it really was. And they still have a chance, but you lose to the Giants, then there's some huge issues. Huge issues. As long as you win. Doesn't matter if you win by 1 or by 10. A win today, I think, helps the Packers and their mindset. I thought that was going to be it. I thought there's going to be another commercial now. Great. Paramount Plus. UFC on Paramount Plus in January. Okay. Well, I don't really watch UFC. I'm sure a lot of people do. But I don't. All right, we're back here in Pittsburgh. Heinz Field or Acrisure Stadium, whatever you want to call it. Real ones call it Heinz Field. As it's 1st and 10 for the Steelers, as they're going to be at their own 23. Rodgers is under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. That is Skoranek. As Rodgers takes the snap, hands it off to Warren, bouncing it outside, but the Bengals are there. That's a loss on the play. That was Hill on the tackle, loss of 2. And so far, well, these defenses that are ranking 28th and 29th respectively have looked much better than advertised. Or you can say the offenses have been bad. I mean, I would probably agree with that as well. 2nd and 11 for the Steelers and Rodgers. Rodgers is in the shotgun. Receiver to left, 2 receivers to the right, sending a man in motion. Rodgers fakes the toss, looking over the middle, steps up, fires to Freiermuth, caught at the 24, makes the guy miss at the 25, he's at the 30, the 35, still moving his feet at the 40. He won't go down as he's pushed out of bounds at the 42. What a catch by Pat Freiermuth. What a run. First down, Pittsburgh Steelers. It has been a while since really we've seen him have a nice day. He had a great day against the Bengals, of course, on Thursday night. He's really done well against the Bengals in his career, but I don't know. It hasn't really clicked for him for some reason. No, you disagree. What do I disagree? My bad. I already forgot already, don't worry. 1st and 10 at the 41 in the shotgun is Rodgers. Rodgers takes the snap, play action, rolling to his right is Rodgers. Rodgers still moving. Looking, stopping, throws. Incomplete pass intended for Jonnu Smith over the middle. Bengals receiver shaking or, wagging his hand like, it wasn't a throw that was off target. It wasn't him. Bucks Bills is a shootout so far. Tampa Bay just scored again. Back and forth. Yeah, that seemed like the game of the day. And had the Steelers not been on, I probably would be watching that one for sure. Well, yeah, I mean, I'd still watch the Steelers, but yeah, if they weren't on, if I wasn't doing this and I was just a fan and the Steelers weren't playing, I'd probably pick that one to watch. 2nd and 10, ball at the 41. Rodgers in the shotgun, receiver to left, 2 receivers to the right. Rodgers low snap, handled well, looking, pump fakes, scrambling out of the pocket, and down he goes. Sack. B.J. Hill and Murphy in on the sack as Rodgers was trying to dance out of there, trying to find something, and just couldn't. This game will still be 33-30 by the end. That would be nice. That means the second half is about to be insane. 27 yards. 27 yards. Was that a 27-yard? What did I say? What did I say about 27 yards? I can't remember. I don't know. My bad. Don't worry. I'm losing it. Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Rodgers drops back, way back. Steps up, checks it down at the 35. This is Darnell, who hurdles a guy at the 40. Brought down at the 40 for the Steelers. And the Y button, or the triangle button. They love hurdling, folks. It's definitely bitten them in the butt before. As it's going to be 4th and 7. Again, the Steelers will have to punt. You got 6'7", this guy. You got 6'7", 270. My goodness. All right, 4th and 7 for the Steelers. Again, they will punt as here is Waitman. There is the punt. And Jones fields it at the 13, is at the 15, and runs out of bounds at the 18. And that's where the Bengals will take over with 5:01 left to go here in the second quarter. And no commercial break. That's always nice. Nope, there is a commercial break. Dang it, I jinxed it. All right, commercial break. 5:01 left to go here in Pittsburgh. 7-6. Steelers leading. Touchdown Packers. Nice stuff there. Another punt and an opportunity for a long drive for the Bengals. Yes, sir. All right, what's happening in other games? Well, I can tell you right now. Falcons leading 14-7 over the Panthers. Buccaneers leading 17-14 over the Bills. Titans leading 3-0 over the Texans. Vikings trailing the Bears 7-3. The Packers apparently have just scored, so it should be 12-7 here. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. Jaguars leading 14-6 over the Chargers. Let me refresh just in case. Just in case. Nope, that hasn't updated. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Definitely helps out a small channel like mine. We are definitely a channel on the rise, folks. So definitely like and subscribe. Just crossed 2,000 subs yesterday and 2,100 subs. So, again, we're a channel on the rise. Somebody must have remapped the button Madden controls. Swap the jump button for the cover of the ball button. Yeah, it is amazing. That was an ugly-looking 10-yard run. No one wanted to tackle the guy. 13-7, Packers leading over the Giants. Good stuff there, Chris, and the Packers. And, of course, again, feel free to chat down below, folks. Talk about whatever you like. I'm trying to respond to as many comments as I can. Chat is very important to the channel, so feel free to be a part of the chat. And, of course, I almost knocked over something. That would have been tragic. But we have a poll. Feel free to let me know who you think's going to win today. The Steelers, of course, with 63% of the vote. The Bengals with 27%. And we both stink. We all lose. Is 10% of the votes. So there you go. Again, appreciate you guys for voting. I do appreciate you guys for clicking on the live stream. Again, there's always a lot of people covering NFL, so I do appreciate that. Scrolling down here to find me, apparently I was featured for a little bit there, so that's pretty cool. But, again, people will go to who they normally feel comfortable with. That is how it works. So we are back here in Pittsburgh again. 7-6, Steelers leading over the Bengals. Bengals, though, with the ball. They'll have it at their own 17 with just over 5 minutes to go in the first half. Flacco is under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Flacco sending a man in motion as he hands it off to Brown. And Brown still moving his legs, but doesn't get too much. Brought down around the 18-yard line for a gain of 1. The thing with the commercials, I see your screen, but I only hear the commercials. I am on the computer. Okay, well, that's cool. I mean, it's still, I guess you get to see it. I don't know. All right, 2nd and 9 for the Bengals. Flacco in the shotgun. Flacco drops back, looking over the middle. Heavy pressure, fires. It's caught at the 15, and he's crunched at the 20. That's a gain of 2. And we'll make it 3rd and 7 coming up for the Bengals. So 3rd and 6, I guess. So another 3rd down opportunity for the Bengals. Again, the Bengals are 3 for 5 on 3rd down. They've had some success. Opening drive, they had 71 yards. Last 2 drives, 37 yards, looking like the Steelers. Both of these teams have struggled lately with the offense. 3rd and 6. They need to get to the 27. They're at the 21. Flacco drops back. Heavy pressure. Throws over the middle. It's caught at the 25. He's at the 30, the 35, and tripped up at the 38. He was wide open over the middle. That is hard to believe that there's no one over the middle. But the Bengals and Brown will definitely take advantage. That's a 1st down for the Bengals. 3rd and long. They will get 8 yards. They got more than that. They got way more than that. As it's 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Flacco, and the offense breaking the huddle. He's going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Make it 3 receivers left, including some tight ends, sending Chase in motion. Flacco takes the snap, looking to his right. Heavy pressure. Flacco tripping, throws it out of bounds. Incomplete. TJ Watt was heavy, was definitely heavy on the pressure there. Watt spinning free. Oh, wow. He just could argue that's a block in the back. But yeah, it is what it is. All right, 2nd and 10 here for the Bengals. Flacco in the shotgun, receiver to left, receiver to the right, tight ends in tight. Flacco takes the snap, hands it off to Brown up the middle, spinning forward, and he's brought down after a gain of 3. Makes it 3rd and 7 for the Bengals. You know, the Bengals have had a lot of success on 3rd down. They're 4 for 6 now on 3rd down. The Steelers fans waving the towels. They're not really as enthusiastic as they, could be, but I don't blame them. I really don't. So the Steelers winning right now. They're winning. I'm talking about for the game. I mean, it's anyone's game at this point. 3rd and 7. They need to get to the 48 for a brand new set of downs. They're at the 41. Flacco lifts the leg, takes the snap, looking over the middle. Heavy pressure, fires. It's almost intercepted. Eccles. No, that's Duggar. Is that Eccles or Duggar? No, it is Duggar. So unable convert there, and the Bengals will have to punt it away. Wow, that is tough. Man, that may have been a free 6 points. They're saying, and yeah. No hands. Duggar plays defense for a reason, folks. Not offense, as the Bengals will have to punt as the play clock is now changed into I don't know what the heck that's all about. Bouncing at the 23. Austin fields it at the 5. What is he doing? And he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 7. Austin. Oh, no. It could have rolled into the end zone, but then he lets it bounce at the 23, and then it bounces past him, fields it at the 5. Unbelievable. Could have easily went in the end zone. What in the world? Wow. So will the penalty on the return rear its head there? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We have it at the 8. My dad decided to go hunting Friday, so we get a 3-day weekend. Nice. 3-day weekend. Very nice. Appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Make sure again to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, folks. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay, folks. Again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. Again, I try to respond to as many people as I possibly can. No penalty, but stupid move. Yep. I don't know what he was doing. He was lost. All right, what's happening across the NFL? The Falcons leading 21-7 over the Panthers. The Buccaneers leading 17-14 over the Bills. The Titans leading 3-0 over the Texans. The Bears leading 10-3 over the Vikings. Packers leading 13-7 over the Giants. And the Chargers leading 14-6 over the Chargers. I don't understand why I get these stupid ads for shipping containers. Who in the world would buy a shipping container? Weird. I hate them. All right, let's see. Let's go Steelers. Oh, yeah, we need it. No, normally, if it was against the Steelers, a long 92-yard drive would follow, but most likely less than 7. 3 and out. Well, I don't know. Hopefully not. Always give this guy a like and sub. Spike, let's get him up there. Oh, yeah, we're moving up there, folks. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, we crossed 2,000 subs yesterday, then crossed 2,100 subs yesterday. So, yeah, no, definitely appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. Again, I know there's a lot of people covering the game, so definitely much appreciated for you guys tuning in. Definitely appreciate it. I would make a good underground bunker, I guess, but I don't know. I don't think anyone's going to just spend thousands of dollars on that for no reason. Not right now. I don't think anyone really has that just laying around. Hey, my friend, how are you doing? I'm doing good today. Justin Herbert is out for a while. Ooh, that's not good for the Chargers. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Steelers. They'll have it at their own 7. Again, I don't know what Calvin Austin was doing on the punt return, but it is what it is. As the Rodgers and the Steelers have to march the entire distance. 1st and 10, Rodgers, it's a toss to Gainwell. Gainwell down the right side and runs out of bounds. Oh, no, they're going to keep the clock moving. Good stuff there by Gainwell to keep the clock moving. That will... Oh, there's a late flag. Going to be a face mask against the Steelers. So that's going to be half the distance. People turn them into houses, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. And Cincinnati electing to decline the penalty, as looks like they want the ball back. Trying to see, really. I don't even see I didn't even see the flag. It is what it is. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Will be an interesting house. I don't know. Rodgers under center, receiver to the right as Rodgers hands it off. This is Warren. Warren at the 10 and brought down at the 12. That's a gain of 5. Makes it 3rd and 5. Coming up, the Bengals will take their 2nd timeout. Maddie saying, go Steelers. Yep, go Steelers, but they have struggled here. And looked great on their opening drive, kind of like the Bengals. Again, the Bengals, Steelers looking really good on their opening drives. And then ever since then, it has been nothing doing for either of these teams. Now back to the 6. 2nd and 8. Well, it's 3rd and 4 now. Container's perfect for storage. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I just, I don't think I would be doing anything like that anytime soon. 3rd and 4. A long 4. As Rodgers is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. They need to get to the 17 for a brand new set of downs. Rodgers takes the snap, looking over the middle. Heavy pressure, dancing in the pocket is Rodgers. He's going to take off and run. He's at the 15, the 20, sliding down at the 21. That is a first down for the Steelers. Rodgers pointing first down. All right, now the Steelers can step up a little bit on the offense as far as getting the tempo going. Again, they have all 3 timeouts, so that's something that they can do something. They can maybe get a field goal here. 1st and 10 at the 21. Rodgers drops back looking, fires. It is. Oh, and Austin was manhandled. And there's no flag. Oh, there is a flag. I was about to say, Austin was getting wrecked. It is because you logged in. You need to log off. I don't know what that means. That is a pass interference. Now they're saying the ball was tipped. If the ball was tipped, then yeah, that is a bad call. Austin was getting ripped down. So let's see if the ball was tipped. It was not tipped. It's just not a great throw, to be honest with you. It is what it is. 1st and 10 here at the 33. Rodgers and the offense trying to get something going. Drops back, looking, floats it over down the left side, and it's incomplete. There's another flag. Battle pointing to the Steelers. And this might be against Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's going to be a pick. So offensive pass interference on the Steelers. As both teams trading penalties back and forth. Or Metcalf. Yeah, that was... Oh my gosh, Metcalf couldn't have made it any more obvious. Unbelievable. If Herbert is out any significant time, you can kiss the Chargers goodbye. Yes, that is true. That is true. 1st and 20 coming up for the Steelers. Steelers can't even get penalties right. Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Trash blowing on the field. Rodgers drops back. Heavy pressure, fires. It's incomplete. Pass intended for Gainwell. Gainwell a little bit. Just not able to get there. Personal foul. Roughing the passer on the Bengals. Again, they're trading penalties back and forth. What in the world? Let's see here what this flag was about. Went low in on the quarterback again. Kind of a weak foul. Oh, that's very weak. That is weak. But it is what it is. Flacco got one earlier, if you're wondering. If there's any Bengals fans here not fan with that call, well, Flacco again got one earlier. 1st and 10 here for the Steelers. Ball at the 38, as the only way the Steelers can move the ball is due to penalties. Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. Rodgers drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, fires. It's caught at the 43. Darnell shoves a guy to the ground at the 50. He's at the 45, the 40, 35, pushing a guy out of bounds. Darnell Washington. Those are grown men with families, man. Oh my gosh. That was ferocious. Who would ever want to tackle him? He just shoved that poor man to the ground and then at the end decided to truck that guy and then just trucks that guy. Unbelievable. Oh, jeez. What a run. What a play by Darnell Washington. 1st and 10 at the 31. Rodgers in the shotgun, hands it off to Gainwell. Gainwell cuts inside at the 25. He's at the 20 and brought down at the 19. I guess Washington's run has inspired the Steelers. Looking much better here as they are going to be inside the red zone. I believe the Steelers have just called their first timeout. I actually can't tell. I haven't said anything. So, yeah, 1st and 10 coming up for the Steelers at the 19. Come on, Steelers, get it. 3 at least. Oh, yeah, Darnell Washington turned into Brandon Marshall all of a sudden. I don't know. I think that's... Marshall is he was a physical receiver, but I feel like Darnell is just a man of his own. He's just a big guy. He is just a big tight end. He's huge. He's like the bus. If the bus were 6'7", that is Darnell Washington. The bus only 5'11", but he was of course a beast. But yeah, 6'7", 280 pounds. I mean, that is, oh my gosh. Sorry, penalty on the kick. They missed it. Now it's 13-13. Wow. That's why everyone's missing extra points there. Huh? Is it windy? I guess it's windy up there in New York or something. 1st and 10 at the 19. In the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Rodgers sending a man in motion as he play action. Rodgers looking. Checks it down. It is dropped, but probably for the best. And there is another flag. Rodgers was on the ground. It might be against the Bengals. You have to check the video. That was fun. Roughing the passer on the Bengals. Again, I only saw Rodgers on the ground at the end. I'd have to see what happened. Joseph Osai with the penalty. Rodgers checks it down. Osai, well, I guess it was the blow to the head, but again, I don't know. It is what it is. First and goal here for the Steelers inside the 10. Definitely the helmet, if I had to guess. Again, I'm not a fan of that call. As it's 1st and goal at the 9. Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Rodgers sending a man in motion. Rodgers takes the snap, pitches to Gainwell. Gainwell down the left side and is brought down at the 7. And the Steelers will call their second timeout. Is this two-hand touch? Ridiculous calls. Yep, it really is. The NFL is just not the same. If I'm elected commissioner, I'm bringing back pre-2008 rules. So make sure to remember that if I'm ever running for office for NFL commissioner. I don't think, obviously that's not a thing, but I would definitely do it. Is Perfect playing? Is this a Bengal penalty day? There's a lot of stuff happening. Too much time on the clock if they score? I don't think so, Tris. 25 seconds. I mean, let's go Steelers. Yep. Let's go. All right, 2nd and goal here for the Steelers. Rodgers in the shotgun. They're at the 7. Rodgers takes the snap, looking, pump fakes, looking, moving to his left as Rodgers dancing, throws it up into the end zone. It is caught, but he's out of bounds. That was a great effort by Gainwell, unable to keep his feet in bounds. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd and goal for the Steelers. And something that's changed with the Steelers this year is that whenever the Steelers get it inside the red zone, they're punching it in. They're punching it in the end. So they've had a lot of success doing so. The problem is they don't really get to the end zone or red zone a lot. That's the problem. Yo, what's up, Jacob? How's it going? No fun league. Yeah, I know. Looks like Vegas is on your side. Well, that's always good. For now. I missed the first half. No, it's okay, Jacob. But hopefully you guys have a good time. You said you're going to the Ravens-Browns game. That should be pretty fun. Timeout Pittsburgh. I don't know if that's their third. That is their 3rd and final timeout. Rodgers is holding his left arm or something's wrong with it. So I don't know what happened there on the play. That would not be good if Rodgers landed hard. 2 Bengals on him. Yeah, he's holding his wrist. That's not good. If Rodgers goes down, there's no chance for the Steelers. I'm just saying. So Rodgers still holding his left wrist. That is not good. Again, it's going to be 3rd and goal at the 7. You jinxed it. What did I jinx? I don't know if I'm going now, Doctor. Oh, well, that's okay. It's kind of a bummer, but that's okay. I mean, it'd probably be a blowout, to be honest with you. 3rd and goal at the 7. Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers takes a snap, looking to his left, fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Wilson, and the Steelers will trot on the field goal units with 13 seconds left in the first half. Hey, Doctor. Hey, everyone. How's it going, Ram? How's it going, Ram Jam? Too much time on the clock. Bengals will score a field goal or better if they get the ball back. What are you talking about? There's only 10 seconds left. Or 14 seconds left. Boswell on for the 25-yard attempt to snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good, as that one's in the crowd. 10-6, Steelers leading with 10 seconds left to go in the first half. Old man Rodgers falling apart. No, I think he's hurt. He's fine. Who is the backup? Doesn't matter. Mason Rudolph, but again, we have no chance with Rudolph. We have no chance with Howard. It is Rodgers. They got to get DK involved. You said the Steelers scored touchdowns in the red zone. I mean, I said that like on third down or something like that. I didn't jinx nothing. It was going to go the way it was regardless. All right, only 10 seconds left before the half. The last 2 minutes have really just dragged on. As Boswell's ready to kick things back off to the Bengals. Again, the Steelers did receive to open up this one, so the Bengals will have the ball to start the second half. As there's the kick. Short kick at the 15, the 20, 25, 30, reversing field. And he's going to be tackled at the 30, so not really a good return there, despite the kick. And now there's only 3 seconds left. Bengals will go to half, probably. It's Michael Ramdath, my handle change. Yeah, I don't know why that did it, man. I don't know. Okay, appreciate you, Michael, for tuning in. Possible kicks out of bounds. This guy, it's like you're living in a false reality. And an alternate reality as Flacco takes a knee, and that will do it for the end of the first half. The Steelers leading 10-6. 10-6. 10-0, I wish. 10-6. Steelers leading over the Bengals at the half. You can have Justin back from my Jets if you wish. Nope. I didn't want him. I was happy he was gone. I knew Justin would not work out. I'm sorry, Michael. I knew that was going to happen. He wasn't good here. You'll have Steeler fans tell you he was good, but they were just looking at the box score, I guess. I don't know. Because it wasn't because of him that the Steelers were winning. But yeah, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe before you go. Again, we crossed 2,100 subs, so I appreciate you guys. If everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 2,150. So make sure, again, to subscribe, folks. It is fast and free and easy to do. You live in Tomlin proper reality. Yes, guy. I'm leaving work, heading to my sub. All right, well, drive safe. Drive safe. All right, what's happening across the NFL? Everybody's at halftime pretty much. The Falcons leading 21-10 over the Panthers. The Bills leading 21-17 over the Buccaneers. Titans leading 3-0 over the Texans. Bears leading 10-3 over the Vikings. Packers, Giants 13-13. They are about to go to halftime. And the Jaguars leading 14-6. They're already heading to the second half. Wow. Your Bears are up. Yeah, that's shocking. McCarthy with 2 picks. McCarthy might not be it. Man, that Bills-Buccaneers game looks pretty good. The Buccaneers are at the Buffalo 10. Man. Let's see here. Let's see what's going on at the half. Flacco, 10 for 17, 82 yards and a touchdown. Rodgers, 9 for 15, 116 and a touchdown. I got a foot-long sub today for 90 cents. Nice! Wow, that's cool. I wish I would have that. Oh, did you have the points? Oh, hyperinflation. Oh, I was wondering. Because I have the Subway app, but it doesn't even work half the time. So I just put in my number. I don't know. I haven't been there in a while. I haven't been to Subway in a good bit. All right, Chase Brown, 8 carries, 35 yards. Brooks, 1 carry, 5 yards. Flacco, 1 carry, -1 yard. Warren, 8 carries, 54 yards. Gainwell, 6 for 18. Rodgers, 1 for 8. And Hayward, 2 for 3. And then receiving, Higgins, 1 for 28 and a touchdown. Iosivas, 3 for 20. Brown, 4 for 18. Chase, 1 for 9. Fant, 1 for 7. Darnell Washington, leading receiver today, 2 for 46. Metcalf, 2 for 21. Gainwell, 2 for 19 and a touchdown. Apparently they took away the stats. Okay. Farmouth, 1 for 19. Warren, 1 for 6. Austin, 1 for 5. We are winning. Let's go Steelers. Oh, yeah, for now. I hope we can hold on. Hopefully the second half is better because, yeah, the first half, not so great. Big game. They're Chiefs and Broncos. I like that they're going to the to the games, the CBS Sports. I know they used to do that a lot. They would go to like the to the key game that week, and they would be outside. You know, James Brown, all those guys. So that's really cool to see that they're in Denver. $1 is $1,480. I paid $1,300, so I figure with the exchange rate and stuff, about 90 cents. We do have a Subway just open. Rates are about $9 for a footlong if I go there. Okay. We are holding it okay, right? Yeah, we're okay for now. I'll just stick to what I can, only described as a corner store for my subs. Gotcha. Is Will Howard going to come in? I want to see him play for us. Too bad, Jacob. Not happening. Not happening. Maybe next year. If he plays this year, that means the Steelers are not going to the playoffs because they would have benched Rodgers or Rodgers gets hurt, and I just don't see it happening. There's really, with the way the offense is, I mean, I don't trust anyone else. I mean, Rudolph, I just don't see it. He's just not going to take you to the next level. And again, same with Will Howard. Man. They're showing off highlights here. Panthers and the Falcons. Handing it off to Bijan Robinson, finding the end zone there. Penix 11 for 12, 163. And then, of course, they're showing the game that happened earlier, the game that nobody wanted to win. But a game winner in overtime. The Dolphins move to 4-7, where the Commies fall to 3-8. And, of course, in this game, again, it's been a rough one. The Steelers, Bengals both having solid drives in the first drive, really. They were both great, but after that, it has been a mess. And even, again, the Steelers on the last drive, a lot of penalties kept that drive going. That was really what happened there. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Again, if everyone were to sub right now, we would have 2150. That would be pretty cool. Be pretty cool to end the day there. Again, the Steelers leading 10-6. Big games later. Again, Broncos, Chiefs. I, of course, will be covering 49ers and the Cardinals right after this one. Hopefully that one is a good game. The 49ers favored by 3.5. But I think it can be a pretty good game. Ravens, of course, taking on the Browns, Seahawks, and the Rams. Chiefs, Broncos are happening later as well. Man, honestly, kind of want to, if I could go back in time, I probably would have preferred to pick the Chiefs, Broncos. Let me see here. He's doing Chargers, Jacksonville. Pure Journalist Sports, the Go Dome, doing the Texans. Grossi doing what is he doing? Football Nation, again, he has been popping off. He's doing Chiefs Broncos. I think that's why I elected to not do that. I elected to not do that one. So, yeah, no, definitely, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. About 5 more minutes till halftime concludes. I may step away for a sec. I'll be back in a few minutes, folks. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. All right, I'm back. Let's see if I can turn on the camera. There we go. Appreciate you guys again for hanging out. So we got about 2 more minutes till halftime. What's up, Cool Water? How's it going? Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Just kind of waiting for halftime to end at this point. Just again, about 2 minutes to go. This game might be one of the last ones to end. I feel like that's usually the case for the Steelers games. They're usually one of the last ones to end. You know, that's kind of interesting. Whereas Dr. Delay, I'm here, I promise. I just had to step away for a sec. Again, the Falcons leading over the Panthers 21-10. They're just now coming back from half. The Buccaneers did settle for 3 right before the half. 21-20. Bills leading in that one. Titans-Texans in a shootout. 3-0 there in the third quarter. Bears 10, Vikings 3. They're just now starting the third quarter. Packers-Giants 13-13 at the half. Jaguars have just scored. Trevor Lawrence with a 1-yard rushing touchdown. They now lead 20-6. So can the Steelers hold on to the lead? I don't know. Let's see how I'm doing on the pick'em or how it's looking. Again, right now, so far 2-0. That's good. 91-59 of the year. Pick the Falcons. Looks like that may hold. I did pick the Texans. Right now, no one wants to win that one. I picked the Vikings over the Bears. Right now, not looking good there. Packers, Giants. Picked the Jaguars over the Chargers. Picked the Bills over the Bengals. Picked the Steelers over the Bills over the Bucks and the Steelers over the Bengals. Right now, not too bad, but we'll see how this afternoon slate goes. Oh, I did pick the Eagles to win. My bad. Oh, I forgot. Who was that asked? I guess I feeling a little bit different today. Oh, well. I don't know. I feel like I should probably just stick. I don't know. I'll just stick with the Eagles. I don't know. Yeah, I'll stick with the Eagles. Why not? Cowboys over the Raiders. Chiefs over Broncos. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with all these picks. All right, let's see here. Dr. Lay, what do you think of Georgia's chances to go to the NCAA? Oh, to win it? I think I have a good shot. I think, again, I don't know if you were there last night at the end, but I think I said that Georgia's one of 3 teams that I think could easily win it. Have a great shot at winning. I shouldn't say easily, but yeah, I think I had Ohio State, Georgia, and Indiana as my top 3 teams. Because they are great teams. I would say they are the great teams this year. Good teams, Alabama, Oregon. I'd have to look at the rankings. Yeah, teams that could have a shot as well. Trying to think here. Let me look at the rankings. Yeah, the second tier for me would be Alabama fell. I still think Alabama will be fine. Alabama, Notre Dame, Oregon in the third tier. Anyone else, I think, again, I think A&M would lose first round. I think they'll lose first game they play. I think Ole Miss will lose first game they play. I think Texas Tech would lose first game they play. Oklahoma would lose first game. I think a lot of teams would lose for sure first game they play if they play a solid team. All right, we're back here in Pittsburgh. Let's see here. DK not getting... Yeah, I know. He's just not doing much. Absolutely agree. They completely turned it around after Alabama lost. Yep. Whatever. Something called FOS. I'm not too familiar with that, Brian. Not familiar with that. If the Bears win today, do they make the playoffs? They won't clinch anything. When you like Rhino Stream, there's a soccer ball there too. I have no idea what's going on. Read last, doctor. What? Read last what? I'm lost. Ever heard of it? Yeah, I'm not too familiar. What app to use for all of these? All these games I have right now, I'm using YouTube TV. I can tell you this, folks. Rodgers might not be playing the rest of the game. I don't know. Mason Rudolph is on the sideline warming up. He's at the 15, the 20, and the Bengals will have the ball at the 23 to start this one. So that is concerning. Freedom of speech. Ever heard of that? Oh, I mean, I didn't know freedom of speech was abbreviated FOS. I mean, yeah, I guess freedom of speech is a thing. I'm totally okay with it for the most part here on the channel, but I mean, I don't know. What's the angle there, Brian? But yeah, I mean, you can pretty much say what you like. Just again, keep it cordial and keep it everyone gets along here. But personal attacks definitely not okay. And don't be an idiot, I guess, as Flacco is under center as he hands it off up the middle. He's at the 25, the 30, 35, turns the corner at the 40. He's at the 45, the 50, 45, cuts inside and slung out of bounds. Oh, that's a huge run there for the Bengals. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bengals at the Pittsburgh 41. For all these stats, rankings, and predictions. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, ESPN. I have it on ESPN. What happened to Rodgers? He was hurt a little bit earlier, and I guess he's going to be out. He's going to be out for a little bit. That's unfortunate because, yeah, he was really holding his left wrist. 1st and 10 at the 41. Flacco in the shotgun. Play action. Steps up. Throws. Checks it down at the 41. He's at the 40 and brought down at the 37. That is Noah Fant with the catch of about 4 yards. So, yeah, again, the Steelers with 188 yards. Bengals with 121. But right now, the Bengals, again, opening up the second half with some pretty good stuff. That might be a problem again for the Steelers if, again, Rodgers can't go. That could be huge. 2nd and 6 ball at the 37. In the shotgun is Flacco. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Flacco takes a snap, hands it off to Brown. Brown cuts inside at the 35, stiff arming at the 30, and that's where he's tripped up. That is another Bengal first down. What's up, Doc? Happy Sunday, my friend. Happy Sunday to you, Miss Gina. Thank you again for tuning in. Appreciate you. The Steelers right now barely holding on to the Bengals 10-6. I can't recall, Miss Gina. Are you a Giants fan? I can't recall. I don't recall. I do apologize. Do Chiefs Broncos? You might get some subs today. No, I will not get any subs today if I do Chiefs Broncos. Everybody's going to do that game. 1st and 10. Flacco drops back, looking, fires over the middle. It is incomplete. Higgins, the intended target. Pretty much a Football Nation covers a game. I have no chance to cover it. I have no chance to really have an audience. No. So night game, and if I do a night game, it's pretty much like for the love of the game at that point because, yeah, he does all the night games, of course. I guess Josh Jacobs is out for the rest of the game. Really? So Rodgers is potentially, he's questionable, I guess. Jacobs is out. That's unfortunate. 2nd and 10. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. Tight ends in tight to the left. Flacco drops back, looking to his right. Fires over the middle. It is tipped and incomplete. That was interesting. Did Fant actually tip it? Wow, Fant trying to make a play on it. He actually ruined the play for the Bengals. So it was 12 on 10 there. We'll take it. Thank you, Noah Fant. Come on, Steelers. Do you need to step up if Rodgers is gone? Yeah, no, for sure. Truly a diehard baseball fan. Don't know much about football. Okay, I gotcha. So I know you're with Pure Journalism, so you're with the Mets, if I had to guess. The Mets. I gotcha. 3rd and 10 at the 30. In the shotgun is Flacco. Trips to the right to 1 receiver left. Flacco drops back, looking over the middle. Fires. Hits. Caught at the 25. Tackled immediately. As that's a gain of 5. Brandon Eccles with the tackle. I'm starting to like Eccles more and more as the season goes on. Embarrassing, but true. No, it's not embarrassing. Not embarrassing at all. There's a lot of sports I don't know about. I don't really know too much about, I don't know. I mean, I've watched hockey. I don't really know much about hockey. I'd like to cover it, though. I really do want to cover. I'm going to cover one Penguins game at least. And if that does well, I will do some more. I need to learn all the lingo and stuff. This is a 43-yard attempt from the right hash. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is right down the middle. It's good. The Bengals cut it to 1 as the Steelers lead 10-9 with 11:53 left to go in the third quarter. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Oh, yeah. Chris is 100% right. That's nothing to be embarrassed about at all. You only watch hockey because of the fights. Oh, I mean, that's a great reason to tune in. Maybe get 2.2K. Yeah, no, it would be good for sure. I would definitely want to get it. But yeah, like I said, so the way I pick games, I have to think outside the box. I can't do what everyone else does. I do what everyone else does, yes, but I can't do it all the time. If I just follow the crowd, I will be left behind. I will just become one of the many. So in order for me to capitalize, I have to think a little bit outside the box, see what other people are going to potentially do, and then go a little bit of a different direction. Again, night games, of course, Monday Night Football. Again, that's I take a loss on. I don't really take a loss. I have had some really great nights. In fact, the last Monday night game or 2 Monday nights ago, I had Cowboys Cardinals, and that was great. That was one of the best streams for the channel. But yeah, I mean, if I were to do everything like what Tom Grassi does, what Football Nation does, I wouldn't have 2,000 subs right now. Let's just say that. I would not have the subs that I have right now. You mean 9, 10? Yeah, right. Yeah, no more 6, 7. So now we're going to revert back to the regular way of saying things. 10 to 9. Always, I don't know. I've always said the whoever's leading first, but yeah. I always said it for the meme. I do kind of enjoy it. 6, 7. It's kind of funny. But I find it funny because I find it funny when it annoys, I guess, other people that I'm with. I don't know. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I am the problem there. All right, another scores across the NFL. Falcons leading 21-16 over the Panthers. Bills leading 21-20 over the Buccaneers. Titans leading 6-0 over the Texans. Texans are driving though at the Tennessee 3. The Bears leading 13-3 over the Vikings. Packers, Giants tied at 13 apiece, and the Jaguars all over the Chargers, 21-6. So we're back here in Pittsburgh, where again the Steelers lead 10-9 with 11:53 left to go in the third quarter. You're fine with spoilers, Brian? Okay, Brian, you are already pushing. You're about to find out how my free speech works if Brian keeps pushing it. I'm all for free speech, but I'm also a fascist here on the channel. I think people already know that. Fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20. He's at the 25 and brought down at the 27. And that is Gainwell on the return. And here comes Mason Rudolph. Oh, man. I hope he's like he was a few years ago, because if he's not, it's a long and a lot of cheers going on for the Steelers. I personally find that, I don't know, I find that disgusting, because I think that's more anti-Rodgers stuff. It is what it is. 1st and 10 here for Rudolph. Rudolph in the shotgun. Receiver to left, 2 receivers to the right. Rudolph tosses at the 25. He's at the 30 and brought down at the 32. That is Jaylen Warren with a 5-yard run. Love seeing your channel doing so well. Touchdown Packers. Nice. Call me a liberal. You have no idea what I am, buddy. All right, tell you what. This is what I'll do. I'm going to go and put you in timeout. I assure you might be a little bit wrong there in what you just called me. But, yeah, I appreciate it again, Miss Gina. Freedom of speech, but not freedom of consequence. Again, I don't know why you have to just keep yapping about it. Rudolph hands it off up the middle, and he is brought down at the 35. It's a gain of 3. Makes it 3rd and 2 coming up. I don't know. Brian has potential, so I didn't ban him, but he's put in timeout. Put him in timeout for sure. We'll give him one last chance whenever he comes back, if he ever comes back. What happened to Rodgers? He was holding his wrist, and something, I don't know, it's not good. Dolphins beat the Commies 16-13. Yep. Doctor, the use of freedom of speech, I know, yeah. No, he's been temporarily banned. We'll see how he reacts next time. 3rd and 2 at the 35 in the shotgun. Rudolph drops back looking, fires. It's caught at the 35, and he's brought down at the 37. That is Gainwell with the catch, and that is a 1st down for the Steelers. Nice catch there again. Rudolph's going to just, I don't know. I'm really nervous with Rudolph here at quarterback. I don't know. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Any Steelers fans out there that feel the same way? 1st and 10 at the 37. Rudolph in the shotgun. Receiver left, receiver to the right. Rudolph drops back, looking over the middle, checks it down to Warren. He's at the 35, trying to break free, but cannot, as that is a loss of 2. That is a loss of 2 there, makes it 2nd and 12 for the Steelers. Now Warren's a little slow to get up. That's a problem. Warren's limping. And he has been a huge reason why the Steelers are even up by 1. 1 in every crowd, yeah. I don't know. I just don't know what he was doing. Like, again, just bring up freedom of speech. It's like, look, again, I'm all for freedom of speech. Dude, that's a horrible. That did not look good. But Warren, again, he's up and limping. He's walking. But, yeah, that was a scary-looking tackle. Oh, jeez. Yeah, his ankle bending in ways it probably shouldn't. Oh, my gosh. At least it's not Kenny Pickett. Well, yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't want to trash Kenny, but I get it. Packers missed another extra point. That's tough. Making my rounds, Doctor. See you later. Have a great stream. Yes, have a great stream, Miss Gina. Take care. Dink and dunk plays for Rudolph. That's pretty much what's going to be. 2nd and 11. So now Gainwell's going to be more featured here. Now we'll probably see a little bit more Caleb Johnson, too. Rudolph in the shotgun, trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Rudolph drops back, looking to his right, looking to his left. Rudolph fires. It is nowhere close. Out of bounds, incomplete. Oh, man, now it's 3rd and 11. Now let's see, my confidence in everything has just went away. Showing a replay here of what happened in the New York game. Love floating it up to Weil. A 2-yard touchdown catch. The Packers leading 19-13. Oh, the Cowboys in a bye week? No, they're playing tomorrow. They're playing tomorrow at Chatura. All right, 3rd and 11. Rudolph in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Wilson in motion. Rudolph steps up, fires over the middle. It is caught at the 50. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 46, finding the open man, Roman Wilson. And that is a Steelers first down. At least he can hit the open guy. So that we have that working for us. Oh, man. Wow, Rodgers out. I don't know. They haven't really said anything. I didn't hear it. If they said it, I didn't hear anything. Did you end up doing the game this morning? No, I woke up pretty late. That 2-point attempt is going to be what cost him. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Why the Bengals did that. Tosses to Johnson. Johnson at the 45 and brought down at the 44. It's a gain of 3. Not too worried. I feel Mason won't be afraid to sling it. I hope you're right. Again, I know some Steeler fans really love the guy. I was never really a fan of Rudolph. Specifically in 2019, I thought Doug Hodges was the guy. I thought he was much better than Rudolph. Hodges was not afraid to sling it. That guy was just chucking it down the field. I loved it. But he did win me over a little bit in 2023. We'll see how he does here. 2nd and 7. Rudolph in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Rudolph takes the snack. Play action, looking over the middle. Fires. It is almost intercepted. Pass behind Smith. Hill on the coverage. Hill's the one that touched it. And it's now 3rd and 7 for the Steelers. Oh, man. This is what's going to happen. Oh, great. What happened to Rodgers again? He was holding his left wrist at the end of the half. Who ended up winning that one? That was the Dolphins. When I'm winning that game. 7, Texas up. Oh, nice. 3rd and 7. Rudolph floats it down the left side. It is caught at the 15, pushed out of bounds at the 14. And there is a flag. Oh, if this is against the Steelers, that is a killer. And that's going to be on the offense. Pass interference on the offense. That'll back him up. What is Duck? I don't know. Rudolph racist? No, he's not racist. No, that was over. That's not true, Toby. That is not true. That was not true. Garrett is an idiot. Myles Garrett is a piece of crap. That's what he is. No, I don't buy that at all. That was a little bit of a push, I'll admit, on Metcalf, but man, I mean, I've seen way worse not called. Let's just say that. That is a big play that's been wiped away as it's now 3rd and 7 at the 16, or pardon me, the 46. Rudolph checks it down. It's caught at the 50. This is Darnell. Darnell at the 40. He's leaning forward. Gets the first down. Darnell Washington. Oh, what a play by Darnell. He just keeps moving forward. He will not go down. Just throw it to Darnell every play. Oh, yeah. For sure. 1st and 10 at the 37. Rudolph in the shotgun. Drops back, looking over the middle. Steps up, fires. It's caught by Metcalf. He's at the 30. And he's trying to extend forward. And he does get the first down. DK with a first down for the Steelers. Throw it to Darnell every play. Yes, let him just get going. And he is just going to take it the distance. 1st and 10 at the 27. Rudolph drops back, looking over the middle, and he checks it down to Metcalf again at the 25. He's at the 20. Oh, that's a great tackle there at the 19. Who was that on the tackle? That was a big one. Battle. No, that wasn't Battle. No, it was bad. I don't know. I can't tell you. It is a first down for the Steelers. Garrett Smollett. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I hated the whole thing with Garrett. Ever since then, I've not liked the guy. That was tackled by Knight. Man, yeah, that was a huge hit on Metcalf. Rudolph under center. Receiver to left, tight ends in tight. Sending a man in motion. That is Wilson. Garrett hands it off of the middle. This is Johnson running forward with some speed at the 15. Still moving the legs at the 12, and that's where he's dropped after a gain of 7. The Steelers offense starting to move here. 2nd and 3 coming up for the Steelers. I don't know why we re-signed Rudolph in the first place. I mean, would have liked another backup, but you know, he knows the Steelers. I wasn't against it, but again, I'm not confident. But again, if he plays well, would have benched him 4 games ago. I don't care about his talent. He would have learned humility. Who are you talking about, Trisk? Talking about DK? You're talking about Rodgers? Because that's going to be a timeout for the Steelers. So yeah, timeout Steelers, 2nd and 3 coming up for the Steelers. They're going to be at the Bengal 12. What did Garrett do? He lied about, yeah. Garrett, he almost killed Mason. I'm not even kidding. He almost killed Mason Rudolph on the field. I mean, I don't know how in the world you can swing a helmet, and those helmets are ferocious. He's lucky he didn't have it to where the crown hit him. If the crown hit Rudolph might have died on that field. Or at least went to the hospital, serious issues. Garrett would be out of the NFL. I mean, that is just horrible. But yeah, then he lied about, he just pretty much ruined Rudolph's, I wouldn't say ruined him, but definitely put a stigma around him that doesn't belong as he tosses to Johnson. Johnson cuts inside and doesn't really get much as he gets back to the line of scrimmage, makes it 3rd and 3. So, yeah, no, I can't believe that. You wanted Will Howard? Well, I mean, he's the emergency quarterback. Should have signed Flacco. That would have been a nice backup. I would have liked to see Flacco in Pittsburgh. Tampa's back on top. Man, that game sounds really good. All right, it's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Steelers. A long 2. It's really 3rd and 3. I don't know why it's saying 3rd and 2 on here. As Rudolph is in the shotgun. Trips left, 2 receivers to the right. They need to get to the 9 for a brand new set of downs. As trash is blowing on the field. Rudolph drops back, looking, moving to his right as Rudolph, heavy pressure, just throws it up. And that is incomplete. And Rudolph not happy with something. I don't know. I guess there was a lot of hand fighting in the end zone. What was uncatchable? I don't know. Well, looks like the Steelers will have to settle for 3. It's not the worst thing, I guess, to walk away with points here. Here is Boswell. It will be a 30-yard attempt from the right hash. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. In Boswell, we trust. It is good. 13-9. Steelers leading over the Bengals with 4:16 left to go in the third quarter. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Again, if everyone to sub right now, we would hit 2150 on the sub count. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe, folks. It is free to do so. It is free to do. Again, I do every Steelers game. If you're a Steelers fan, tune in. You don't sub, well, it's like, okay. Well, I guess you just have some issues. Bills versus Texans Thursday night. Yeah, again, I don't know if I would. I mean, I'm going to do it, but, man, that's not going to be a fun game. That won't be a fun game at all. And, of course, again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. For the most part, Bill. I doubt he's still here, but I'm going to take shots, I guess. Again, I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. All right, Falcons leading 21-16 over the Panthers. Panthers with the ball. The Buccaneers, again, they lead 26-21 over the Bills. Texans leading 7-6 over the Titans. The Bears leading 13-3 over the Vikings. The Bears are at the Minnesota 15. Packers 19, Giants 13, and the Jaguars 21, Chargers 6. Dolphins, of course, they defeated the Commies earlier 16-13, and the Patriots defeated the Jets 27-14 on Thursday Night Football. Let's go. Whoever has not liked the stream or subscribed, please do it now and support the doctor. Yes, the doctor is in. Appreciate it again, Orioles fan. Thank you again. Or John M. So thank you again for your support. I really do appreciate it. As we're just trying to hang out and watch and talk sports. That's pretty much the channel. Again, I will be doing soon. I don't know when. And again, I understand it probably won't be for everybody, but I'll be doing like Q&A, which sounds great. Again, I'll be playing video games while that happens just to kind of get some background noise in there. So that'll be happening in the coming days. And we'll see how that goes. So yeah, feel free to stop by. If not, that's okay. Again, it's just going to be me playing video games for a few hours and chatting with you guys. There'll be no pressure, no game to call. It'll just be me chatting with you guys, trying to make it entertaining. You'll see more of my wacky side when it comes to all that. Or maybe not. It depends on the game I play, really. But that'll be happening. Won't really promote that too much, but just letting you know, again, you're not expected to show up to those. Especially if you don't care for, video games or stuff like that. But again, it's just really just to hang out and talk, just chat about whatever. There is the kickoff as the Bengals field it at the 10. He's at the 15, the 20, 25, 30. Oh, and he goes airborne at the 32. Hopefully Jones is okay. Kind of landed awkwardly. What games do I play? I'm pretty basic. I play mostly sports games. So it would be College Football 26, MLB The Show. I do play a little bit of Call of Duty. I don't think I have the new COD, though. I won't be getting that unless it's on sale. And then I play some OG Fortnite. So I don't play the new Fortnite stuff. I play the old ones. And I do have that free Battlefield 6 Battle Royale game. Might play a little bit of that. I don't know. 1st and 10 here at the 32 as Flacco is under center, setting a man in motion. As Flacco hands it off to Brown. Brown bouncing it outside, cuts inside, but can't go anywhere as Patrick Queen thumps him to the ground. No gain on the play. Jags up 28-6. Wow. Showing a replay here in Buffalo. Tucker taking it outside, cuts inside, and the Buccaneers again leading 26-21. I'm assuming they went for 2 and didn't get it. And I feel like it's a lot of teams now. They're going for 2 and they're not getting it. Hope Rodgers comes back next week in Chicago. Me too. Me too. I'd love to see Rodgers versus the Bears. Again, he owns them and still owns them. That's what he said last time. 2nd and 10 at the 32. Flacco throws over the middle. It's caught at the 37. Oh, there's a fumble. Oh, they're going to say that he did not have the catch. So it falls incomplete. And now the Bengals facing 3rd and 10. Now he made a football move and everything, but again, because it's the NFL, no fun league. Can't do anything anymore. College football is always a fun game to watch someone play. Yeah, well, maybe not how I play it. I play it boring. A lot of drag routes and a lot of runs. I can't throw it deep. 3rd and 10. Ball at the 32. Flacco in the shotgun. Flacco drops back, looking to his left. Now over the middle, fires. Over the middle, it's caught the 35. Oh, he breaks the tackle at the 40. He's got the first down. He will not go down as he's brought down at the 47. That is Noah Fant making up for that other incompletion earlier to get the first down. Great stuff there. Now we have an injured Steeler. That is Eccles. Again, he's been coming along pretty well as of the last few weeks. But now he's a little shaken up, a little slow to get up. Scripted for the long game, this guy. Well, it's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Bengals after the injury. Again, hopefully Eccles is fine. So after the Steelers wins, they will be getting moved to a different final or something. I'm not too sure I follow. No, we're still in the regular season. Still not even close, really. We're just over halfway through the regular season. 1st and 10 at the 47 as Flacco hands it off to Brown. Brown cuts inside, still moving his feet at the 50. Brought down at the 49. That's a gain of 4 for Chase Brown. He's almost at 100 yards. Looking pretty good tonight, or today, I should say. Most of the games I do are at night. Wrote that before the play. This guy. I like running the ball, especially when my receivers aren't getting separation. Yeah, I'm just not good. I'm just not good. I played Nintendo DS, Madden NFL. Nice. I think I played a Madden game on the Game Boy Advance. But yeah, I used to play the Sega Dreamcast. That's my favorite console of all time. 2nd and 6. Flacco drops back, fires to his right, caught at the 40. Higgins extending to the 36 where he's dropped. But that is a first down for T. Higgins and the Bengals. A 13-yard catch. And Bengals moving the ball, ticking under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Again, the Steelers leading 13-9 over the Bengals, but the Bengals are driving. So, but yeah, no, I played NFL 2K1, NFL 2K2 on the Dreamcast. Those are my favorite games. 1st and 10 at the 36. Hands it off up the middle. This is Brown. Brown trying to find something, moving the feet as he finds a plethora of the Steelers after a gain of a yard. Ow, that hurt. So now it's 2nd and 9 coming up for the Browns. The Bengals. Brown with the carry. Bengals, the team. Nothing beats NFL Blitz. I never played that game. Never played that one. I was going to go to the game today, but it's too cold in Ohio. Oh, I bet. Last football game I played was Techno Bowl. Oh, man. I never played that, but everyone says that was great. That was the game to play back then. 2nd and 9. Flacco in the shotgun. Flacco drops back, looking over the middle. Fires. It is tipped up in the air, and it's incomplete. Pass intended for Chase. But a good stuff there by the defensive line. Again, it was that one. It was that get a hand up. That's what the Steelers do very well. Oh, that's TJ Watt. TJ Swat. You play 2K26 and Madden 26? Yeah, I don't play either of those. Not going to buy any more new Maddens. I'm done with the new Maddens. I'm a boomer when it comes to that. They made them better in the PS2 era. 3rd and 9, ball at the 35. They need to get to the 26. Flacco in the shotgun. Drops back, looking over the middle. Fires. It's intercepted. It's intercepted. He's at the 30, the 40, the 45, the 50. He may go all the way. He's at the 35, the 30. He's got a blocker at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. Duggar takes it the distance. Flacco just didn't see him. And that's what the Steelers desperately needed. Oh, wow. What a play there. We're going to show the replay. Flacco, again, just dropping back. Duggar just chilling. He didn't see Duggar. He just did not see Kyle Duggar. I don't know how he didn't. He was right in front of Higgins the whole time. A pick six. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 20-9. Steelers leading over the Bengals with 37 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Tomlin's the coordinator starting to have to defend the 2-point conversion. This guy, no, not even close. OG NFL Blitz was a ton of fun. Yeah, I never played that. Never played it. Draven, how's it going, Draven? Oh, you were wrong on the flag. He was too dumb to play Pokemon. Oh, I never played Pokemon. Yeah, no, I was not a Pokemon guy. Yes, go defense. Oh, yeah. Again, appreciate you guys. You were yelling so loud something fell in my kitchen area. Oh, sorry. You might want to check that out. But yeah, never played Pokemon, folks. But yeah, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. Again, if everyone were to subscribe right now, I would hit 2150 on the sub count. Would be a pretty cool milestone to get to by day's end. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out as always. Thank you for clicking on the live stream. Again, I know there's a lot of competition for games, especially Steelers games, Bengals games. So yes, much appreciated to you guys for hanging out. Wow, indeed. Yeah, Flacco needs some glasses. Yep. I don't know what in the world he was looking at, but he did not see Kyle Duggar all over. He was just hanging out right in front of Higgins. All right, Falcons leading 21-19 over the Panthers. Everything's pretty much still in the third quarter except for the Jaguars game. The Buccaneers leading 26-24 over the Bills. Texans leading 10-6, over the Titans. So they're just now starting the fourth quarter. Bears all over the Vikings, 16-3. The Packers leading 19-13 over the Giants. Jaguars blowing out the Chargers, 35-6. Wow. I picked the Jaguars to win, but I did not see that happening. But I was told earlier, one of you guys said that Herbert was potentially hurt. That could be a big reason why they are down. Let's see here. Did the Penguins hold their lead? I know they were up. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know what happened there. Reggio saying for the Steelers. Oh, yeah. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. We somehow lost to the Vikings in week 1, so we were doubling down, kicking their butts today. Yep, there we go. That's how it works. Usually, it's hard to sweep a divisional opponent unless they're just terrible. We're killing the Bengals. Where was this team last game? Well, I don't know. Again, it's still too early. They won. Nice. Chicago, Jacksonville. Yep. We won 4-0. Good stuff. What is happening in the Chargers game? Again, I heard that they that Herbert was out, but I could be wrong. Field at the 10, the 15, the 20. Reversing field. He's at the 25. Turns the corner at the 30. Runs out of bounds at the 34. There's a late flag. Boswell pointing the other way. Playing great without Hunter. Yeah, that's a shame, man. I like Travis. I hope he does well. I think he needs to stick to one side, though. That's my thing with Travis. He needs to stick. I think he should be a receiver. Herbert is playing. Oh, wow. Well, geez. Then they are just getting their butts kicked today. Wow. All right, yeah, so it was holding on the Bengals. That'll back them up to the 23. So 1st and 10. The Bengals will have it at their own 23. The Steelers leading 20-9. 31 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to left. Flacco takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. This is Brooks. He's at the 25 and is driven backwards. Not much there. No, that was not Brooks. That was Milton. Kendall Milton getting his first carry of the game, and that might take us to the end of the third quarter, folks. And looks like that will. Steelers leading 20-9 over the Bengals. So the Steelers have an 11-point lead Can they hold on to it with 15 to go? I guess we'll find out. Buffalo just recovered a fumble. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I'm pulling for the Bucks, the Buccaneers. That would help the Steelers out for sure. They're playing Renegade. Wow. Okay. That was a pick. Nice. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe, folks. Again, feel free to chat down below. I really do try to read as many comments as I can. The chat is a very big part of the channel, so feel free to feel involved. Again, it's a definitely the chat is very welcome. Of course, I do have a poll. Feel free to let me know who you think's going to win today's game. 59% of you guys have the Steelers, 32% with the Bengals, and 9% saying we all lose. They both stink. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Herbert is on the bench now. Yeah, they're getting blown out, so I figured they would. The Bills take back the lead. Jeez. Dang it. Dang it. Yeah, I bet that's a really fun game. 31-26 still in the third quarter. That could be the game of the day. And again, folks, I'll be covering another game right after this. I'll be doing the Niners and the Cardinals right after this one. Next week, I don't know yet. I know the Steelers play the Bears, so that is for sure happening. And then right after that one, I don't know. So I don't know. I doubt it's Philly and Dallas. There really aren't that many great games in the afternoon. So maybe Atlanta, New Orleans. I don't know. Jacksonville, Arizona could be. I don't know. We'll see. It depends. It depends. Maybe I do the Sunday night game next week again. I don't really do well on Sunday night, but, you know, to get a third game in there. Again, I'm only doing 2 games today, taking kind of a little break. I've done a lot. Yesterday were 3 games, but they were all long. They all ran long, and they all were blowouts. But that was fun regardless. Go Steelers, go. There we go, Game Boy. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Right now, the Steelers have a 90% chance to win this game, so just keep that in mind when the Bengals are coming back. Well, yep, that's what ESPN said, 90% chance. But they didn't put the factor in that the Steelers are the Steelers. So, Atlanta versus New Orleans 20 years later. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Has it really been 20 years? Jeez. That was a great memory. I definitely loved that. As it's 2nd and 7, ball at the 25. Flacco in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking over the middle. Fires to his right. It is caught at the 47. Pushed out immediately. Of course, he will have the first down. Nice catch there by Higgins. Gain of 21 on the play. 62 yards for 3 catches. ESPN predictions are lousy. They are. 1st and 10 coming up for the Bengals as the Steelers try to not choke a fourth quarter lead for the millionth time in my lifetime. Flacco in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking to his left. Dumps it off over the middle. It's caught by Brown at the 50. Breaks a tackle and is brought down at the 46. Chase Brown, again, he's a big threat out of the backfield. He is a great pass catcher. They're showing the touchdown by Buffalo. Allen floating it up to Cook for 6 as they lead again 31-26 over Tampa Bay. Again, that looks like that's a great game. There is an injured Steeler. Again, this is Eccles again. So you have to wonder if Eccles will keep playing. Again, that's the 2nd time now. They're actually going to step away. Hopefully he's okay. You do another game after this one? Yes, I'll be doing 49ers and the Cardinals right after this one. I'll be a little bit late to that one, depending on how this one finishes. That one starts in 40 minutes. Hopefully they wait a little bit. Dr. Delay's covering the game. We should probably delay the kickoff until the Steelers-Bengal game ends. You know, that'd be nice. I don't think I'm that important, though. In fact, I know I'm not. So I can assure you I'll probably be a little bit late to that one. So, again, thank you guys for tuning in for this one. Bengals trying to make it interesting. I think they will. And Rodgers is questionable, has yet to be ruled out. Rudolph is in at quarterback. Didn't look bad. He didn't look good. He looked about what Mason Rudolph's going to give you some big plays, and then he'll have some throws where it's like, man, that is Mason Rudolph. A lot of dink and dunk. A lot of dink and dunk. But he will take the deep shot every now and then. That's where we hope that he connects. Again, if you're just tuning in, we do have an injured Steeler. It was Brandon Eccles. That's the second time now he's been injured. So hopefully he will be okay, as he's really emerged the last few weeks as a decent player. Again, I know the Steelers' defense hasn't been great, but he's been all right. He's been okay. Guess I can check out some scores, even though I just did. Let's see, the Panthers with the ball. Falcons again leading 21-19 over the Panthers. Again, the Bills leading 31-26 over the Bucks. Texans leading 13-6 over the Titans. Bears leading 16-10 over the Vikings. Vikings have scored, apparently. Packers leading 19-13 over the Giants. The Giants, though, driving at the Packer 28, and the Jaguars, again, all over the Chargers 35-6. I'm actually curious to see how and why. McConkey only 3 catches, 13 yards. Herbert 10 for 18, 81 yards and a pick. Jaguars looking really good. So it looks like, let's see what happened here with Eccles. Oh, non-contact. That's not good. That'll have his worst game of the year for Carolina for so far. Sadly, started him. Man. As Flacco hands it off up the middle. This is Brown, and Brown needs 3. I believe he is going to be just short. Gets 2. Makes it 3rd and 1 for the Bengals. Vikings cut it to 6. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Yep, just landed a little bit short. So 3rd and 1 for the Bengals. They need a yard. You think Bortles is playing for the Jags? I don't think so. Flacco going to be in the shotgun. He takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, and ooh, I don't know if he got it. It was close, and looks like they're going to mark him at the line of scrimmage. He did not get it. Now some pushing and shoving, and there's a flag. Jamar Chase and the Steelers, ooh, they're all just holding each other's helmets and pushing each other away. Man, Jamar Chase really hates the Steelers. He's always talking. That's how he is. Tomlin telling everyone to stay back. All right, let's see what the flag is here again. I don't know. Hopefully it's after the play. That's supposed to sportsmanlike conduct by both teams. Defense number 5, offense number 1. Okay, so yeah, no one ever gets to the second of disqualification. But yeah, as you know, first of disqualification, first penalty. Looks like Ramsey and Chase were, yeah, not, they weren't telling each other, hey man, you're doing a good job. They were probably really upset with each other. Ramsey and Chase, it's 4th and inches. 4th and inches for the Bengals. They need half a yard. Flacco under center. And I don't know. This is interesting. Now they're changing the formation up. Flacco sending a man in motion. Flacco again standing up. They're chilling. Steeler crowd getting loud. And Flacco and the Bengals are going to have to call a timeout, or they're just going to let it. They are going to take a timeout. Wow, they were trying to make him jump. Well, good stuff there by the Steelers, I guess, for not jumping. Reminiscing the 2017 Steelers. How did the Steelers lose to the Jags twice? Because, yeah, terrible. Defense, number 5. That is multiple stupid penalties on him. That's Jalen Ramsey. Again, some more pushing and shoving. And Jamar Chase has ripped his helmet off or something. If his helmet was ripped off, that will be against the Steelers. That could be bad. So again, if Chase or Ramsey each have a personal foul, one more and they're ejected. So hold on. Chase is not happy. Personal foul. Number 5. Jalen Ramsey's been ejected. Jalen Ramsey just got ejected. And now it's going to be a first down. Oh my gosh. First down, Bengals. Ramsey and Chase were chatting. Oh my gosh, bro. Ramsey, what are you doing? Wow. Ramsey has just been ejected, and the Bengals will have a first down. So Ramsey giving the Bengals a first down. He's been ejected. He's an idiot. You would fire him on the spot. Well, sorry. I don't think that's happening. Wow, that is huge. Ramsey just not keeping his cool. And we have an ejection, folks. Ramsey's still upset. Ramsey's always had hothead problems. Oh, and I know. If I'm Tomlin, I'm saying, give me your jersey, you're fired. I don't think Tomlin can fire a guy. Well, I guess I don't know. He can cut. I don't know. I guess it's GM, head coach. Yep, that's a bummer. So Ramsey again has been ejected. So that's going to be a first down for the Bengals. Unbelievable. The Giants have scored. Okay. They may take the lead. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bengals. I don't know where they're going to mark it. Would be at the 29. Oh my gosh. Ramsey, what an idiot. What an idiot. Why would you even do that, man? Chase didn't retaliate. I don't know, man. If it would have been, I guess, I mean, again, if it's offsetting, it's fine, but it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bengals at the 29. Now the ref's going to blow it dead again because, for whatever reason, he cost the Steelers a game earlier this year. I can't remember. He's going to go straight AB on him. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable, man. It was 4th and 1. Giants lead the Pack 20-19. Oh, man. The Packers, all they need to do is win by 1, and it'd be fine. But, yeah, they need to get their mojo back. 1st and 10. Flacco in the shotgun. Do the Bengals get their timeout back? No, because they called that happened during the timeout. Flacco in the shotgun. Drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, fires. It's caught at the 25, and he's crunched. Noah Fant crunched there by Duggar, as that's a gain of 4. This is another example of how lousy a coach Tomlin is. He has no control over his players. This is like the 90s Raiders. I liked the Raiders back then. I mean, I never got to see him play, but I don't know. I think if I were born in the 70s, I would have been a Raiders fan. I really would have been. I can see the appeal of how they played and how they were. 2nd and 6. Ball at the 25. Flacco in the shotgun. Trips left, one receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion, and the Bengals got to call another timeout. So, I mean, yeah, it's good that the Bengals are driving here. Of course, they're happy with the ejection by Ramsey, but it's cost them 2 timeouts. So that's interesting. So, yeah, 2nd and 6 whenever we come back. Touchdown Bucks. Wow. Packers have dropped 4. And oh, my gosh. That is terrible. The Bucks take the lead back. Man, that's crazy. That must be a great game. Falcons leading 21-19 over the Panthers, of course, as we just heard from Shannon and, of course, John. The Buccaneers have taken the lead. They now lead 32-31. Texans leading 13-6 over the Titans. Bears leading 16-10 over the Vikings. The Giants leading 20-19 over the Packers. And the Chargers, of course, cruising. Or not Chargers. The Chargers. I think I said Chargers. The Jaguars leading and cruising to a 35-6 lead and victory potentially over the Chargers. 8 minutes to go. Now, and again, earlier today, the Dolphins over the Commies 16-13. And, of course, the Patriots over the Jets 27-14. So a lot of stuff happening here. Steelers' probability to win is now at 85%. But, again, the Bengals are in Steelers territory. A field goal makes it a one-score game. The 70 Raiders were tough sons of biscuits. The early 90s Raiders were criminals, thugs, and has-beens. Really, I don't know much about the 90s Raiders. I know, again, the early 2000s, the early 2000s Raiders was a retirement home, but they were really good. I would have loved to watch Rich Gannon, Rice, Tim Brown, Charlie Garner, all those guys playing in. Rod Woodson, Charles Woodson. I think Romanowski was on the team. I would have loved to watch that team. Ramsey has always had his very bad... Oh, yeah, no, for sure. We know all about it. Again, the Steelers and the Jaguars were going at it for a few years there. We know about Ramsey. I'm surprised we signed him. Again, he made a lot of comments against the Steelers back then. And he said Ben was just an okay quarterback. That also ticked me off. I love Ben. Would have really bothered me if I were Ben and Ben were still playing and we signed Rams. Like, why are we signing this guy? This guy hated on me. Bengals will score a touchdown on this drive. Yeah, they're driving. Those 70 Steelers Raiders games were great. Oh, I bet they were. All right, we're back from the timeout again. The Steelers leading 20-9. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Ball at the 25. Flacco changing it up. Tight ends will now move in tight. Flacco takes the snap, hands it off to Brown up the middle. He's leaning forward and is brought down around the 21-yard line for a gain of 4. Makes it third and 2 coming up for the Bengals. Romanowski was he spit on a guy. Yeah, he's a lame. But I'm just saying, it would have been very intense in the games. There were awesome games back then in the early mid-90s. Dallas, San Fran were great games. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, again, that's another rivalry that was really great. 3rd and 2. Ball at the 21. Scripted plays, rigged football. I mean, we already know this. You're just preaching to the choir. If you're trying to be edgy, well, you're not. Sorry. Everyone else is kind of feeling that way. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to left. Flacco hands it off to Brown up the middle. He's at the 20 and gets the first down as he's brought down at the 18. Gain of 3, and of course that's a Bengals first down as the clock ticks under 11:15 and counting, and the Steelers leading 20-9. But the Bengals with the ball, and they are in the red zone. Dobbs dropped another pass. Jeez, Dobbs has been having the drops today. They should just call him Romeo Drops instead of Romeo Dobbs. Let's go D. Let's see. We need it. 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Ball at the 18. Flacco in the shotgun. Receiver to left. Trips to the right as Chase moves in motion. Flacco drops back, looking, fires to his right. Oh, and Chase slips on the route as the throw is a little bit behind him. It falls incomplete. Trisk, what are you doing? It's 2-point. We get it. Okay. All right. Oh, my goodness. 2-point conversion. Yeah, I know. They probably, but I'm just saying, okay. All right. 2nd and 10 for the Bengals. Ball at the 18. Flacco in the shotgun. Trips to the right to 1 receiver to left. Brown now in the slot as Flacco drops back. Heavy pressure. Oh, and down he goes. Sack. Nick Herbig with his first sack of the day. And now it's 3rd and long for the Bengals. That was a huge play for the Steelers. Herbig just using his speed. Oh, I mean, Brown had no chance. He had no chance. All right, 3rd and 17. They're at the 25. They need to get to the 8 for a brand new set of downs. Flacco in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Flacco lifts the leg, takes the snap. There is a flag as the clock is showing 00 on the play clock. Delay a game. Yep. A delay on Dr. Delay. Not the first time that's happened. That'll back him up 5. Makes it 3rd and 22. Sweet indeed. There we go, Shannon. 3rd and long. Here comes the first. This guy. This guy. I guess if you say it enough. I mean, again, it happens a lot, but yeah, I'm just saying. 3rd and 22. Again, a field goal makes it a 1-score game. I don't think the Bengals will be too upset about it. In the shotgun is Flacco. Flacco drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, fires to the end zone. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Higgins, Eccles, and Porter on the coverage. And that's interesting. I assumed, which, again, you shouldn't assume, I guess. I assumed they would just check it down and make it a little bit closer. This will be a 48-yard attempt, and it's windy in Pittsburgh today. So they may regret that decision. Go Steelers. Hey, Kylie, how's it going? Good to see you, Kylie. Steelers leading again 20-9. We have a 48-yard attempt. This will be right down the middle. It's not as windy, I guess, anymore. The flags aren't really moving. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is fading, but it curves in. It is good. 20-12. I guess someone used the joystick to curl that one in. 20-12, 9:41 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Steelers, of course, leading by 8. It is all good. Same result as previously stated. Yep. Let's go block. Nope. Not happening there. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, it's more of that traditional radio-style broadcast. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. If everyone were to subscribe right now, I would hit 2,200 subs, folks. Again, we crossed 2,000 subs earlier, or pardon me, yesterday. And that was really cool. So, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure, again, to sub it up. It is free to do so. It won't cost you anything. And, of course, again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. And, of course, I do have a poll where the Steelers are leading in that poll. 61% of you guys have the Steelers winning. 30% have the Bengals winning. And 9% of you guys are saying we both stink, we all lose. That's probably my favorite answer, to be honest with you, because that's true. All right. Let me see here. The Falcons, of course, leading 21-19 over the Panthers. The Buccaneers leading 32-31 over the Bills. The Bills are driving, though, at the Tampa Bay 27. Texans, they lead the Titans 13-6, as the Titans are at their own 5. Okay, that's not good. The Bears leading 16-10 over the Vikings. The Giants leading 20-19 over the Packers. The Packers are driving, though, at the Giants 17. And the Jaguars, again, all over the Chargers, 35-6. The Jaguars are actually in Charger territory, looking to just run that one out. So, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Touchdown drive of 6 minutes might want to. Oh yeah, if they were to chew the clock here. All right, Mason, let's put some points on. Yep, anything. Well, we'll take a 3. Anything. We will take anything. Let's get. Again, I'm not the biggest Mason fan, but hey, he's wearing the black and gold, so I will pull for him. That's how it goes. You put on the black and gold, I become a fan, I guess, for the most part. But yeah, for Mason, yeah, definitely pulling for him to win it. And hopefully Rodgers is okay. Again, it'd be good to have him back next week against the Bears. Hopefully the return team won't be stupid. Well, we've seen that already today. Awesome. Appreciate you, Margarita Mayo. Tamayo. Oh, Tamayo. I'll call you Mayo. think Mayo's better. Short and sweet. All right, the Bengals, again, going to be kicking things off to the Steelers. 9:41 left to go. As, again, the Steelers looking to chew some clock and, of course, find some points along the way. There is the kickoff. That's going to be booted in the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers will have decent field position as they'll be at the 35. I guess the Bengals, again, trying to, I don't know, just not have the Steelers run it out and take some more time. I don't know. That was interesting there. Steelers don't really get the best returns. Touchdown, Bills. Wow. Oh, man, that game. Oh, that sounds like a fun one. I wish. I mean, obviously, I love calling the Steelers. I am a Steelers fan, of course. You can probably tell. But, man, that one would have been fun. Wish the Steelers and Bengals game went like that. But, of course, we've had some nice stuff happening here. I mean, Ramsey got ejected as Rudolph rolling to his right. Checks it down. It's caught by Gainwell. He's at the 40. And runs out of bounds around the 42. That's a gain of 7 for the Steelers. Bills at the 4-yard line. I guess I'm behind this guy. All right, 2nd and 3 for the Steelers as Rudolph is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. Tight ends in, tight to the right. Rudolph sending a man in motion. That is Wilson. As Rudolph hands it up to Gainwell. Gainwell trying to find something extending. He's close. And they're going to say he's a yard short. Brought down at the 44. Makes it 3rd and 1 coming up for the Steelers. So 3 and out here would be very, very much devastating. I guess I am behind. Well, that's okay. 3rd and 1. Rudolph in the shotgun. As Gainwell's going to run up the middle, and he is going to get the first down. Needed 1, gets 2. That is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Run out of bounds. I mean, he was kind of pushed out. There's really nothing there. Packers up 27-20. There we go. Green Bay finding the lead once more as Rudolph drops back, looking, fires to his left. It is dropped. Incomplete. Intended for Metcalf to throw a little bit underthrown. Makes it sound like I'm hating on Rudolph, but, I mean, it was underthrown. He was wide open. Rodgers' injury was scary. To be honest, I didn't really see anything there on the injury. I just know, again, he was holding his left wrist, and he was clearly in pain. Better not try a passing play. This guy. Move those chains. I'm okay with the passing, but definitely need to be smart with it. As Rudolph is under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Rudolph takes a snap, but now there's a flag. This is delay a game. Unbelievable. That's the stupidest thing, man. Rudolph shaking his head. I mean, I don't know how you get a delay game of that. Does not help the Steelers. Now it's 2nd and 15. Touchdown Bills, 38-32. Man, just got a minute and a half worth of ads coming back to your stream. YouTube is getting greedy now. Unbelievable. I hate that. They need to chew clock, stop rushing plays when the clock is moving. 2nd and 15, Rudolph in the shotgun. Trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Rudolph, it's a screen to Washington. Washington powering forward, still moving his feet. And he's brought down after a gain of 4. Trying to get Washington in there. Washington's smiling. He loves the contact. Really, though, it works when Washington's on the move. I mean, they needed 3 or 4 Bengals to bring him down. It is very impressive whenever he gets a chance. But, yeah, he works better when you get him on the move. I mean, no one wants to tackle that guy. 3rd and 11, ball at their own 45. They need to get to the other 44 for a brand new set of downs. Rudolph in the shotgun. Receiver left, 2 receivers to the right. Rudolph drops back, looking. He's going to check it down to Gainwell. Gainwell's at the 45, the 50, the 45. He's got the first down. He's at the 40 and just trips out of bounds. Couldn't stay up as that is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Rudolph ruled out the rest of the game. Or are you talking about Warren? My bad. No, he has not, but he's not in. Come on, Steelers up. There we go. We got it. First down. I hate stupid football. Hey, it's okay, Trisk. We're okay. We're okay, I promise. Hopefully Eagles win tonight. Yeah, they probably will. Packers need my Eagles to win, plus the Minnesota Bears. Gotcha. All right, 1st and 10 at the 35 as Rudolph hands it off. This is Johnson, and Johnson is stuffed after he gets a couple. Brought down at the 33. Patriots fan here, well, you're welcome for that pick 6. Yeah, I guess so. I appreciate it. Duggar, it was a good play. It's weird that he didn't work out there. I'm kind of shocked. He didn't work out in New England. Here we go. Yep. Stupid idiot. This guy, Trisk, it's okay. He was tripped. He was kind of tripped out of bounds. It's okay, Trisk. I will let you know. If they do stupid, I assure you, I will let you know they do stupid, Trisk. You don't need to react. I'm watching it. You're just reacting to me. It's okay, Trisk. I promise. Come on, Steelers. Let's go. Yeah, there we go, Kylie. Steelers might need to look at the quarterback position. I don't think we will. I agree. Again, there is an injured Bengal on the ground. That's why there's nothing happening here. So I guess I should have mentioned that earlier. That's my bad. But yeah, Battle, the injured Bengal. He's been all over the field today. He's had a pretty good game for the most part. Green Bay 27, Giants 20. Is that final? 2nd and a long 7. Ball at the 32 as Rudolph. Play action rolling to his right as Rudolph throws. It's caught by Metcalf. And he's pushed out of bounds. Nothing he can do about it, Trisk, as that is a first down for the Steelers. As the clock continues to run, 6:02 and counting. Steelers will have it at the 22 of Cincinnati. Showing here the stuff that happened in New York. Love floating it up. Oh, what a catch by Christian Watson. Triple covered. Oh, that's a great catch as it's 1st and 10 here. Rudolph under center at the 22. Sending a man in motion. Rudolph takes the snap, hands it off to Johnson, bouncing it outside, stiff-arming his way, trying to break free. He does. He's at the 15, the 10, pushed out of bounds. Again, nothing he can do about it, Trisk, as that is a Steelers first down for the moment, as there is a flag. Personal foul, face mask on number 20, that off. Oh, my gosh, the running back, Caleb Johnson. Oh, my gosh, his hand got stuck in the face mask. That's going to back him up by 15. That is so dumb. Go Steelers. I always love football. I'm a Steeler girl. Heck yeah. Steelers Nation all the way. 4th quarter time off. Gotcha. You're using real probability, not ESPN. This guy. Oh, my goodness. Well, again, that was not a good penalty by the Steelers, unfortunately, as it's 1st and 25 now. They're at the 35. As Rudolph takes the snap, play action, drops back, swings it out. Oh, what a catch by Gainwell. He's at the 40, the 35-30. He's got some blockers at the 20, cuts inside at the 10, brought down at the 7. What a catch and run by Kenneth Gainwell. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Steelers at the 7. What a catch. Gainwell's had a great game in the backfield, or out of the backfield as a receiver. Pittsburgh Steelers first down. The clock starts. Yeah. I know. Trisk, I don't know if he knows that. I'm sure he knows. I know that it used to not be the way. But yeah, it stops temporarily, but then it starts again. You got the Ravens beating the Browns. Yeah, probably. 1st and goal at the 7, as now there's going to be a timeout, Pittsburgh. The clock at 0. Yeah, just noticed that the play clock at 0. So they're having some issues here. Both teams have had issues getting the time, or getting the playoff for some reason. But yeah, if the Denver Broncos winning, I have Kansas City winning. How's it going, John? Good to see you. Appreciate you for tuning in. But yeah, no, I have the Chiefs all over the Broncos today. That's just my opinion. Of course, anyone else can have their own opinion. That's totally okay. Because I believe in free speech. Bringing it back all the way to what happened early in the third quarter. That was so stupid. All right, 1st and goal here at the 7. Rudolph is under center, sending a man in motion. They have 6 linemen in, so they're probably going to get a yard. Sending Washington in motion as Rudolph hands it off. This is Gainwell. Gainwell trying to fight the corner, and he gets 2 yards, exceeding my expectations. Again, like I said earlier, when the Steelers run it with 6 offensive linemen, it's only a yard or 2. If you see anyone else do it, it's at least a first down every time. Playoff? Did you say playoff? Don't talk about the playoffs. Rudolph has more passing yards than Favre. Yep. Vikings inside the 20. Ooh, interesting. Go Steelers, take it home. Yep, we need it. Again, we're ticking under 4 minutes and counting here. 2nd and goal at the 5. Rudolph in the shotgun, receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Rudolph takes the snap, looking, fires to Gainwell. He caught it at the 4. Gainwell extending, touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers extend their lead as they lead 26-12 with 3:40 to go in this one. The Steelers waving the towels, for the fans at least. Vikings touchdown with 50 seconds left. Wow, that would be huge if the Vikings come back. Yeah, no, Favre, Rodgers, whatever. But yeah, Rudolph, not too bad in relief. A lot of short throws, but I guess whatever works. Whatever gets us the win. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. Oh, and Boswell doinks it. Oh, he doinks it through. What a kick. The doink, it works. I love doinks. Again, if you can, folks, I love this. This is something that Rhino taught me. Doink the clown. Spam the clowns if you want to for doink. Doink the clown. 27-12. Steelers leading with 3:40 left to go in the 4th quarter. Here we go. Heck yeah. With Dobbins done, Knicks will have to pass a lot unless Harvey's has a good day. Yeah, again, I don't really buy the Broncos today. And Mason, we trust. Me trust. Yeah, you have to. He's doing well. Why am I not surprised the Bears lost twice to the Vikings? That is unfortunate. I had Pittsburgh winning this game. Well, that's good. And Boz, we trust. Oh, yeah. Boz, definitely great. Love Chris Boswell. All right, so what's happening across the NFL? A lot of stuff happening. Again, the Falcons leading 21-19 over the Panthers. The Falcons will probably have to, they're going to give the ball back. It's 4th and 5 at the Carolina 34. The Bills leading 37-32 over the Buccaneers with 3 minutes to go in that one. Texans, Titans tied up at 13. The Vikings, again, leading 17-16. Now, the Bears are now at the Minnesota 40, so they are closing in on field goal range. So that's a huge return. And the Packers, of course, leading 27-20. Jameis Winston just threw a pick, and that's going to do it. The Packers are going to win. They're going to move on to 6-3-1. That's a huge win for the Packers. Doesn't matter if they won by 1 score against the lowly Giants. They needed a win, and they're going to be fine. There we go. Doink. There we go. Appreciate it, Orioles fan. See, Tomlin is stupid again, but I can't fault the 1 point. But the card says go for 2. No, Tris, you would have ripped him if he went for 2. You know it. I'm fine with the 1. It's not a big deal. Jameis Winston just threw an interception in the end zone. Yep, just saw that. Here we go. Awesome job. Love it. Appreciate it. Let's go, Steelers. Again, make sure, if everyone were to subscribe right now, folks, I would hit 2,200 subs. Again, it is free to do so. You don't have to pay me anything. Just hit that subscribe button. It is free to do so, folks, and you'll just be getting more sports content on your YouTube feed. That's it. That's all you get. I think we all are sports fans here. Of course, again, I love the Steelers. I do the Steelers every single game, but of course, I do other games. I'll be doing another game right after this one. I'll probably be late to the party as the Niners take on the Cardinals, but I'll be going live for that one. And, of course, I'll be doing Monday Night Football tomorrow night with the Cowboys and the Raiders. So, again, if you're just a fan of Monday Night Football, fan of football in general, feel free to subscribe. Again, I'll be on tomorrow night as well. Bengals field at the 10. He's at the 15, the 20, the 25, and he's dropped at the 27-yard line. The Bengals, they're going to need a score quickly here. Again, 3:34 left to go here in the fourth quarter. The Steelers leading 27-12. Next week is going to be tough in Chicago. Yes, it will be a tough game. That's why I hope Rodgers is back and at 100%. I would not have ripped him. There's a little downside. Went by 14. No, I'm fine with it. Again, that means they have to go for 8 regardless. If you miss it, then, yeah, just 2 touchdowns, extra points. I don't know. I'm fine with it. Packers D finally catches a pass right to him. There we go. That's what matters. At the end, they make a play. 1st and 10 at the 28. Flacco in the shotgun. Flacco, play action. Pardon my voice. Checks it down. It is caught at the 28. He's at the 30 and brought down. Oh, the ball came loose. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10. Is that a Steelers touchdown? It is. I thought he was down, but for now, the Steelers with a fumble 6. James Pierre picks it up. The Steelers currently leading 33-12, but hold on, folks. Hold on. We'll have to look at the replay. And if that stands, that is definitely the game. Was the knee down? Oh, the ball starts coming loose prior to that. I don't know. Does the knee go down prior to... I think that is a fumble 6. Wow, the Steelers with the fumble 6. Boswell's on to attempt the extra point. Wow, this looks like a blowout now. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up right down the middle. It is good. The Steelers 34, the Bengals 12. And the Steelers will move to 6-4. The Bengals will fall to 3-7. Of course, Joe Burrow potentially coming back. Jair Alexander with my Eagles may have a great year. I don't know. We'll see. The 9-8 season is looking more and more achievable. I'm freaking pumped. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Me too. 9-8. Let's go. Bills were in the red zone. Ooh. Bang, bang, bang. Yep, let's go. No flag. What? Hope it stands. Yeah, it was good. At least one team will hit 30. Yep, that's good. Out of nowhere, the Steelers with 24 points in the second half. Now again, 2 of those touchdowns on the defense. So the offense not doing the greatest today. 2 defensive touchdowns today. First time since week 2 of 2023. What game was that? 2023. That was Kenny Pickett. We lost to the Niners. Then who did we play after that? As that's going to be kicked into the end zone for a touchback. Oh, geez. Who did we play right after the Niners? I can't remember. All right, Josh Allen running it up the middle, and he's got it. The Bills extending their lead 44-32, and the Bills looking like they will move to 7-4. The Buccaneers will drop to 6-4. So the 47.5 will be over. Oh, yeah, the 4-7, I don't know. We got the field goal. Bears win somehow, yep. 1st and 10 here for Flacco at the 35. Flacco drops back, checks it over the middle. It's at the 40, and he's brought down at the 42. Again, if you're just tuning in, the Steelers with another defensive touchdown, a fumble 6, and the Steelers leading 34-12. The Bengals just trying to play for pride. Josh Allen, 75 career rushing touchdowns. Wow. Very impressive. 2nd and 3, ball at the 42. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to left. Flacco, it's a delay. Hands it to Brown. Brown spinning forward at the 45, and that's where he's dropped. Getting a gain of 3. Brown at 94 yards. He's close to 100. 7-3 Bears, best we've been in years. Yep, that's very good. I'm surprised. I don't know if I'm still a buyer or a believer of the Bears, but I mean their record is very impressive. 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Flacco in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Flacco takes the snap, looking to his left, fires. It is caught by Chase at the 50. He's at the 45, still moving. Oh, and he may have made a mistake not going out of bounds. And that was interesting. Chase going for the contact and the extra yards, not necessarily going out of bounds. That'll take it to the 2-minute warning. Steelers 34, Bengals 12. Well, I guess the naysayers were right. Steelers can only win with turnovers. Yeah, I mean, we'll take it, though. I mean, a win is a win. But we really need to fix... Right now, the offense, it's like it's switched in a way. The offense was great at the beginning. The defense was terrible. Now the defense looking a little bit better the last few weeks. The offense has regressed, so I don't know what's going on. So, yeah, touchdown the Bills 44-32. Yep. Bears win. Yep, congratulations, Mr. Rob. The Bears now 7-3. Very good. Very good stuff. Packers beat the Giants. Yep. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe. If everyone here were to subscribe, I would hit 2,200 subs. So make sure, again, to subscribe, folks. It is free to do so. I know subscribing sounds like a thing you have to pay me money. No, you don't have to do it. It is free. It is completely free. So appreciate you, again, for tuning on and clicking on my live stream. Again, that really helps out the channel a lot. So much appreciated. All right, so what's happening across the NFL? Well, the Falcons lead 24-19 over the Panthers. The Panthers are driving at the Atlanta 38. The Bills leading 44-32 over the Buccaneers. Buccaneers having it at the Buffalo 46 with 2:03 left to go in the fourth. And, of course, the game I'm supposed to be covering right now, the Niners leading 7-0 over the Cardinals. So, again, I'll be going to that one as soon as this one is over. Let's see. Final scores. The Texans hold on, winning 16-13 over the Titans. The Bears almost blew it, but they held on to win 19-17 over the Vikings. Packers over the Giants 27-20. Jaguars all over the Chargers 35-6. And the Dolphins they defeated the Commies 16-13 in Spain. Good job. Subscribe, and we'll catch you next week. Stay safe. Thank you, Shannon. Appreciate it for your subscription is free. Again, appreciate it. You are a legend. Thank you very much. Bears leading the North. This guy. Bill, welcome back, Bill. Good to see you. We were just talking about you. Yeah, let's see here. No, that's a different Bill. I can't remember. But yeah, San Francisco up 7-0 over the Cardinals. Then McCaffrey, with a 1-yard touchdown. All right, 1st and 10. I can't remember. There was a toxic Bill earlier, a very toxic Bill. I can't remember. Flacco drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, fires. It's caught the 35, cuts inside at the 30, and brought down at the 29. Hudson with the catch. As the Bengals, again, just looking to play for pride here. Bengals 3-7. Now, I don't know when Burrow plans on getting back. I know the window for him to come back has been opened. But, to be honest, I mean, Flacco didn't do a bad job. Flacco playing very well. But unfortunately, just wasn't working out. So it's tipped over the middle, and it's incomplete. Pass intended for Brown. Brown just 6 yards shy of 100. Of course, that would have been a reception there. So 3rd and 1 coming up for the Bengals. You're not toxic. Yeah, no. I think it was a different Bill. 100%. I think the Bill was orange, and he was just going crazy for no reason. No, you're good. You're good, Bill. 3rd and 1. In the shotgun is Flacco. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. As Flacco hands it off up the middle. This is Brown, and he close to the 25, gets tackled to the 24. He's going to be given only a gain of 5. He needs another yard for 100. What a turnaround. Yep, it was a great win. Flacco in the shotgun. Flacco drops back, looking over the middle, checks it down. It's caught by Brown for a gain of 2. You never what? Go Pittsburgh Steelers. There we go. I never thought I'd say this, but go Browns. Yeah, we need the Browns to somehow pull an upset off against Baltimore. Flacco drops back, looks over, and fires. It's caught at the 18. Still moving forward. Hit. He was crunched there at the 15. Makes it 3rd and 1. Couldn't quite see what was happening there. I don't know why. Flacco in the shotgun again. 3rd and 1. They're at the 15. 2 receivers left. 2 receivers to the right. Flacco drops back, looking, fires to the end zone. Incomplete. Pass intended for Chase. Pierre on the coverage. Pierre like, yep, I got you. No problem. Subscribing for free also makes Dr. Delay pop up for next week's game if you're ringing the bell. Appreciate it. Thank you. There we go. One punch. Appreciate you for the shout out there. But yep, subscribing just helps me out pretty much on your YouTube feed. If you're, again, looking to come back for the Steelers-Bears next week, it'll just move me up further and compete with those big guys on your YouTube feed. Flacco in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Flacco in the shotgun, drops back, looking over, fires to his right. It is intercepted. I think he was out of bounds, though. Yep, no interception there. Incomplete, and the Steelers are going to win 34-12. So, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. That was a good effort there by Pierre. Chase held in check. He didn't really do much. But, yeah, the Steelers survived despite all the penalties, all the craziness with Ramsey. Ramsey, again, getting ejected. Rodgers, of course, getting injured. Warren getting injured. And yet the Steelers won by 22. So any given Sunday, anything could happen. As Rudolph takes one final snap for the game, and that will do it. 34-12. Steelers over the Bengals. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe before you go. Again, if everyone were to subscribe right now, I would hit 2,200 subs. Again, it is free to do so. Again, if you're a football fan, it just makes sense. But yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out. I am going to go live very soon for another game. So if you want more coverage, I got you covered. Give me about 2 minutes, and I will have that stream set up for Niners, Cardinals. We can all just hang out again, chat football. That is pretty much what this channel is. Just a sports channel. Football, really. And, of course, baseball. But yeah, I will catch you guys later. I'll see you guys in the next one. Again, if you're Steelers only, hey, I'll see you again for next week, Steelers-Bears. And again, if I don't see you the rest of the day, I'll be back tomorrow night for Cowboys and the Raiders for Monday Night Football. You guys take care, and I will catch you next time. Peace.